Hello there. Welcome, everybody, to our Midsummer 10 Candles RPG. Before we get started, I'm going to let you all know how to play, because I figured this might be the first time for some of you, including some people at the table. Naeem's running a little late, so I figured this is a perfect time to kind of break down the rules, the style, how you can interact with the show, things that we don't usually do when I'm sitting here in this seat. Usually I like to just dive in, but not today. So, in front of each of you here, Miles, Caitlin, Ollie, and Anthony, who is late, you have 10 die inside your dice tray, each representing one of the candles that are lit here on the table. You roll as many die in an action as there are candles currently lit. If a candle goes out, you remove a die. A single 6 result is a success. That's all it takes is 1. If you roll no 6s, that's a failure. The chapter ends, a candle goes out, I describe what happens next, and we move on in the story. Usually bad things happen when candles go out. Now, there are many ways that you can try to fix that situation if you roll no 6s. One of which is the audience. You can go to oneshot.straylogic.com. You can give die rolls to each individual character. Hashtag Anthony, hashtag Caitlin, hashtag Miles, or hashtag Ollie. $10 per die. This is pretty powerful. So, no pool. It's per individual. That's 1 die that you get to re-roll. So if you have 5 available and you want to re-roll 5 to make your chances higher, you can do that. But you cannot roll more than you currently have available in your dice tray. So if you're down to 3 die and you want to use 5 re-rolls, well, you only have 3 you can re-roll, if that makes sense. The other thing that you can do, for those watching at home, you can give truths. Truths help shape the characters of this world. So let's say there's a little hint of Caitlin that you think needs modifying or expansion. You can bring a truth to her character, and in between candles we'll announce that truth, and that will help dictate your performance moving forward. I understand you and Miles are in a relationship right now, but let's say you fucked around and cheated with somebody else in the group. That's something that the chat room could initiate, add drama to the scene, and truths for that character. Or they could really mess things up and say you actually really like Miles and it's all just some form of insecurity that's driving you to be the way that you are.
I'm sure that's going to be the one they donate for.
Yeah. Probably even get more complicated than that.
Great.
You can also, for $100, bring an NPC into this world. Try to keep it in-game, in-world. You'll see where we're headed fairly early on in the story. Once we get there, if you'd like to bring somebody in, you can do so. If you try to bring in someone that does not exist or make sense within this context, I will not use it. I will modify it and I will change it to try to make it work to the best of my ability. But if you try to bring Hulk Hogan into this cult, it ain't gonna work. You just wasted your money. So, be creative. Have fun with it. Don't try to bring in characters from other shows or famous characters. Bring a character, something I can bring life to, an individual that can add some drama and some suspense to this world that we're in right now. Be creative. No memes. That's pretty much how it works. Except there's one other small thing. Each of you has abilities or traits that go along in this system. Since we've been establishing Caitlin, I'll just go ahead and use you as an example if you're cool with that right now.
Yeah.
Okay, great. You have positive traits, negative trait, hope, and brink. These are all things that you can burn to allow you to re-roll your dice. Now, if you burn your positive trait to try to get another 6, you can only do that on 1s. So if you roll no 6s, but you also roll no 1s, there's no 1s to re-roll. That's it for you. But if there's a 1 in that pool, you can burn your positivity, or whatever it is your positive trait, and re-roll those. And then you'll go down the line to your negative trait, and your hope. Now, the hope is an interesting one. You have to declare your hope and bring it into the story before you roll. If you succeed that roll, you will get that small d6 that's next to you added to your dice pool for the rest of the game. And that succeeds on a 5 or a 6. It gives you just a little bit extra to keep you alive. But if you fail, you're out of hope and you have no more opportunities to ever use it again. After that is your brink. When you get down to your brink, you're towards the end of your rope. Not much left for you. You can re-roll your entire dice pool with your brink. If you succeed, you keep it. You keep your brink. You're right on the edge of crazy. And you can use it again. And again. But eventually you will fail. And when you do fail after a brink roll, you burn it, and whatever sanity you had left is gone. And usually whatever die you fail after that, well, you're just fucking dead. I'd like to let everybody know that 10 Candles is a system built around dread, failure, and exploring what it means to know you're going to die.
But
so we thought that
I'll
Midsummer...
live, right? We can live, right? Like our characters will live?
I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. The whole system's built around eventually you will fail. It's an exploration of failure. So have fun with it.
I don't like to
Explore
lose.
your characters and what they might be like when there's nothing left for them. It's a chance for us all at the table to go through that together.
Why are you patting my shoulder?
Is that candle out, by the way? Did that middle one go out?
No.
Yeah. No.
No, they're all...
It's on? Okay, just
It's
making
on.
sure. Technically, in the actual rule book, if a candle goes out by accident, it's out for good.
Well, you put the batteries in these. What are you doing?
It's on.
You just knocked one out. Oh.
I didn't. Oh, don't do that.
Chew.
But we probably won't do that because these are battery-powered candles, except for 2 of them, and they are quite finicky. Now, I have been doing my best to stall in the hopes that Naeem would show up,
Anthony's always late.
but
He's late for class.
That's so Anthony, dude.
That's so Anthony.
has not.
Sometimes he's like an hour late.
Fucking Tony, dude.
What can you do, Tony? I mean, like, Tony's a goof. Sometimes he does it for laughs.
He's so funny when he's late.
It's
hilarious
it's
how
my
late
favorite
he can be.
gag. All year.
fuck it. Let's just start chapter 1. We start off on the UCLA campus. Jim Raven sits in his dorm room with Ollie and Caitlin. They're talking about their upcoming trip to Jim's hometown.
Well, like, what's it like out there?
I mean, it's pretty quiet, you know. It's very peaceful. It's
Like small town.
well, it's not even technically a town. They didn't give us a zip code or anything, but the family.
Peaceful. Yeah, that's just what I'm looking for. As a single 23-year-old young buck, hot as fuck.
Do not
Let's go out to the peace.
Do not call yourself a young buck. You are a doe.
Oh, I'm a young buck.
You are a doe,
Oh, I'm a
Ollie.
young buck. I am sharpening my horns.
I have some attractive sisters,
Antler?
so you're not totally.
What do you
off.
call them?
Buck, but
No, but like what? They're
You're a-
horn dudes?
yeah, it's a buck.
Antler?
Those are antlers, yeah.
I'm gonna fit right in.
You've never seen a deer, have you?
No.
Okay.
Oh my.
Have you seen a deer?
Yeah.
All right, well, fuck me then.
Anthony is standing outside the door for some reason, not just coming into the fucking room, despite everybody waiting for him for the last 10 minutes. Oh, look. It's Anthony, everybody.
Sorry, I was in the bathroom.
Typical.
So as I was saying,
Always late.
we'll leave next Friday. It's a little bit of a trip. We have to fly into Little Rock and rent a car, drive about 3 hours north.
North?
From Little Rock, yeah.
Do you have a problem with directions?
No, actually, I have some buddies who live in Fayetteville. There's like a big mountain biking scene there. Can we stop off there? They call it like Fayette Chill.
It's not on the way. We're not
It's
going.
north of Little Rock for sure.
It is, but we're not
It's
going.
a small state,
Well, I mean,
so we could probably just...
maybe compared to California, yeah, but I mean, it's a very...
No, yeah, forget it.
It's a little out of the way.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
So, I hope you all like it. It's different. It's not like here.
I mean, it's like getting off the grid.
Speaking of, your phones won't work, but that doesn't matter. My family doesn't believe in modern technology, so we have to leave all of our electronic devices at the gate.
I can still like bring my notebook, right?
Yeah, of course.
I want to like write a lot of notes.
And I still have to clear that with my elders, but
Well, I'll put it in airplane mode and just like take photos.
no, I mean for real, you have to leave your electronics at the gate.
I mean, we'll get them back though, right?
Ollie, they don't have Tinder out there probably, so just leave your phone.
No,
It's
they
fine.
Well, like,
definitely don't have Tinder.
We're writing papers for this, so professors are going to ask for evidence and stuff, right? Anthony,
Well, yeah. I mean, you have a camera, don't you? Like not on your phone.
can I bring a camera?
No
No cameras?
No, of course
Cameras
not.
were invented in like the 1800s, bro.
Yeah, but you have to
How modern is a camera, bro? What if it's film?
you have to respect my family and their wishes. If you want to see what it's like, you have to follow the traditions of the family.
All right.
I don't know about this, man.
Can we like sketch stuff? We can do sketches.
That's a good idea. It's actually a good idea. We can't.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, so how many days am I without my phone? How many days are we there? When do we get back in the car so I can pull my phone out?
We're only there 2 days. We get there Friday night. We're there for the solstice on Saturday. We'll leave Sunday afternoon, Sunday night. We can spend the night in Little Rock before we fly out on Monday morning.
Okay. Phones in the car or what?
Well, we have to leave the car at the gate.
Phones
It's about
in the
a
car.
2-mile walk in.
It's exercise.
2-mile walk.
Yeah.
This sounds less and less appealing to me.
I thought you wanted to learn about where I come from for research, you know?
I mean, I'm just kind of tagging
No,
along, man.
Ollie wants to go have like a spring break party off the grid.
I mean, my family doesn't know how to party.
Okay.
Have you ever
Without
heard of...
phones, without cameras.
Why do you need that?
We're gonna have a party.
I think we'll be fine without
No,
it.
without phones and cameras. That's the type of people that don't do drugs or alcohol.
I mean, you could just absorb.
Or maybe they do a bunch of drugs and a bunch of alcohol.
Have you ever heard of moonshine?
Oh yeah.
I've heard
Yeah,
of that.
I've heard of moonshine.
Is that 100% pure alcohol?
We have our own distillery on the compound, so...
Isn't it illegal?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the cool thing about it.
So can you put down your phone for some moonshine?
I mean, okay, like a day, yes. I can put down my phone for like a day and a half, yes. I'm just trying to get the details figured out.
You're not copying my notes. You're not copying anything about my paper.
Honestly, I don't even care about the paper shit. Like, I got plenty of years to figure this out. It's not my thesis.
What?
You are just going to party.
I figured it'd be like a nice
You want to graduate?
midsummer getaway, vacation to the south.
I mean, you can't blame Ollie.
He said there's like no expenses. So
No expense trip, and
I figured I'd tag along with the homies.
And my sisters will be excited to meet someone from out of town, that's for sure.
There you go.
What does your family do?
many sisters you got?
If there's no expenses, they're like,
Well, everyone kind of works together to keep everything running.
The
you know?
natural state, right?
Yeah.
How big are the naturals?
Come on, man.
Ollie. Again?
What? How many sisters do you have?
I think we're at 32 now.
What the? You mean sisters as in like...
Just women.
Part of the family.
But like born and bred sisters.
Well, I'm not technically born and bred. A lot of us are adopted into the family.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, that's nice.
Speaking of adopted in, Caitlin, Miles sent me a weird message on Twitter today, asking about the trip. Did you invite Miles?
I was gonna bring it up. Yeah, he needs to get away, and I don't think I can leave him alone this weekend.
Are you fucking serious? Well, you stay. Why don't you just stay with him?
Because I'm the only one that wants to go for research. And
You have to bring it.
I do. I'm worried. Like his brother killed himself, and like I don't.
Yeah, like a week ago. He has no business
come on,
traveling.
man. Come on. Be a little bit reasonable.
No, it's fine. Like
It'll be fine.
Chill.
Most
technically.
I'm sure.
But like, do you really think it's gonna be fine?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he'll just sit inside his room wherever we put him up, and he'll just sleep the whole time.
Miles walks into the open door of the dorm room, and everyone goes quiet.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Hey,
what's up, Miles?
Hey, Miles.
Hey, I'm really excited for the trip. I think it's gonna be pretty fun. Thanks
Yeah.
for letting me come along, by the way. I appreciate it.
Yeah, we're all really excited.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure, man.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
like I don't want to like intrude. I know that this was like a big thing that you guys had planned. So
It's like a boys' trip.
yeah. But like, thanks for having me. Come
Yeah,
along.
it's like a boys' trip, Caitlin.
I'm one of the boys.
Yeah.
For sure, Miles,
Yeah.
man. It's a pleasure to have you.
Yeah, it's gonna be super cool. I haven't been to that part of the country before, so
Me neither.
it'll be sweet.
I've never
Right?
been further east than, I guess, Arizona.
Maybe it'll be good for you, man.
Yeah.
It's
I'm excited.
it's a good place to do some soul searching.
Can you give me like a pros and cons list of Arkansas real quick? Like, I'm still on the fence about all this shit.
I mean, it's not even like, I wouldn't even say that it's like everything else around it. It's different. It's unique.
How's the food?
It's great. It's fresh.
Okay.
Given the season, it's good. Strawberries, watermelon, cantaloupe.
It's gonna be hot there, right?
Very.
Is there like a lake or river?
A river runs right through the commune.
All right, yeah, I'll fuck around. Just get me, as soon as I get there, I need some moonshine, and I'm gonna take my goddamn shoes off, and I'm gonna sit in that fucking river for 2 days, okay? I don't want to take part in any, like, whatever. I don't really care about the paper. So you just let me do me.
As long
I'll
as
have
you
a
adhere
good-ass
to the rules of the commune, I'm sure that you'll be fine, Ollie.
All right.
Take it easy. And Anthony and Caitlin, I'll see whatever access I can get you. Maybe Father will have a meeting.
Yeah, I mean, we can like
One-on-one.
change names of places. We don't even have to say it's in Arkansas.
Yeah.
Like, we can disguise it.
You won't have to worry about me or anything. I'll just be following her around. So it'll be all good. It'll be really fun.
Yeah, it'll be great.
I'm
Yeah.
really excited. It'll be good to get away for a little bit. I don't know.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm honestly kind of stoked. I'm sorry I'm acting very anxious. I don't like flying. You're saying now we can't have phones, but it's fine. Just liquor me up and I'm good.
No phones or anything.
Nah.
So
You
they're
gotta leave them at the gate.
they're pretty serious about that.
It'll be good.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it'll be fine. I don't know. It'll be good. It'll
Hey,
be
Miles, can I talk to you out in the hallway for a little bit?
good. Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, we'll be right back. Jim leans into the rest of the group. I just want to make sure everything's okay, you know?
For sure.
Yeah.
Lord knows Caitlin doesn't.
What's up?
Hey, I know we never really got a chance to talk this last year.
Yeah.
I want to say I'm really sorry about your brother.
Oh, yeah, no, it's totally fine. Thank you for saying that.
You don't have to. It's okay. I know it was just a week ago. You don't have to tell me you're fine. Like, I'm not asking if you're okay. I don't expect you to.
No,
be.
yeah. No, I appreciate you checking in on me. And seriously, thank you for letting me come on the trip. I think it's going to be really good for me to just kind of like get away.
I think so too.
Yeah.
The more I think about it, the more I think, this is going to be really good for you.
Yeah. No, I'm really excited. Like from what you've told me about your family, and from what Caitlin's told me, like it's going to be a cool experience.
LA's not a good place to grieve.
Yeah. Yeah, no. It's gets a little busy. People aren't exactly super empathetic here. So yeah, it'll be good to connect with your family and the earth, Just live off the woods for a few days or whatever.
Jim puts his hand on your right shoulder, gives a little squeeze, and looks you right in the eyes. Yeah, it will be. Hey, Anthony, Ollie, you want to head to the store, grab some more supplies for next week with me?
Yeah,
sure,
yeah.
I mean-
Supplies?
Yeah. As he says this, he kind of gives Caitlin a look. Yeah, come on.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, let's go. Fuck.
Anthony, Ollie, and Jim make their way out the door,
Fucking supplies.
leaving
now.
Caitlin and Miles alone in this dorm room suite.
Did you ask him to talk to me? Cuz he came up and, apologized about my brother and everything. Like
No, I didn't. I mean, I mentioned the thing about your brother, but I didn't ask him.
and they're cool about it, right? Because you said that they
Yeah.
wanted me to come along.
Yeah, it's
Are
cool.
Are you sure it's fine?
It's totally fine.
Well, cuz like I know that you guys have been planning this for a while, and I don't want to like
Yeah, I mean,
intrude.
I do want to be clear. It is like my trip.
Yeah,
Like
no,
this
of
is
course.
definitely my trip.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it'd be good if you came along.
Mhm.
I don't want you to worry.
Okay.
But I mean, I'm probably going to be doing a lot of research while I'm there.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's
I think
fine.
it'd be cool.
Mhm.
A nice little getaway.
I think it'll be good for us. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, don't worry about those guys. They're really judgmental, but at their core, they're good.
Yeah, hopefully they'll, I don't know, like me a little bit more by the end of the trip.
They like you.
I mean,
They just
I think they
they're
tolerate me.
dudes.
Like
They just have a way of showing it weird.
they like me because I'm your boyfriend. I don't know if they'd invite me to hang out.
No, they're so stoked. Ollie was talking about doing a keg stand with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was talking about me doing a keg stand
He was talking about doing a keg stand himself
in front of me.
with you
Yeah.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds about right.
I think it'll be fun.
Yeah.
It'd be great if you could bond with my friends.
Yeah, no, I think it'll be good. I'm gonna try.
Yeah.
I don't want you to feel weird about it or anything.
I don't feel weird. I don't feel weird.
Okay, that's fine.
Why do you think I feel weird?
Well, because like it's your trip, and like because of everything that's happened, like I don't want you to feel like you have to invite me.
Oh my, I don't.
Okay.
Why do you keep bringing that up? I don't. I said I don't.
Okay. It's fine. I'm excited to go.
We should pack our bags.
Yeah.
It'll be good.
Okay. It'll be good.
Friday, June 19th. A plane from LAX lands in Little Rock, Arkansas, where they pick up a small SUV and start their way north. Along the way, they leave the city and start making their way deep into the country. You notice the further you get out from Little Rock, the less you see it all. An hour goes by before you pass another car, a town, a gas station. The roads winding in and out of the hills, the valleys. Now we're getting close. Hey, Anthony, I just wanted to, like, preemptively say, I let my family know you were coming, and everybody's really cool with it. Somebody might say something ignorant, and just let me know, and I'll, like, they're good, nice people, but they're ignorant. I just want to apologize right off the bat if anybody asks any weird questions or tries to touch your hair or anything like that.
This should have been brought up before, right?
Well, I mean, I figured he could assume.
I
where we're
already
headed.
assumed that was going to happen, but
I'm not going to insult his intelligence or worldly understanding.
I didn't even put two and two together, but we're going to a commune in Arkansas.
Yep.
Are we going to be okay?
Yeah. Everybody knows.
Because this is looking like some Deliverance shit right now.
Yeah.
I mean, it's beautiful.
That movie came out like
Don't get me wrong.
25 years ago, but
It's beautiful. Have you guys seen movies?
well, I mean, we have like monthly. We had
Netflix.
like no, we don't technically. The internet's not good
they're in
enough
the
for
boonies.
Netflix.
You don't have internet?
No.
Like,
They don't have.
not even by choice, but like you just don't. You can't get it. Guys, we are like at least 300 miles from the nearest In-N-Out. I am out of my element.
I think that's further than that, but yes.
Are you serious?
Yes. Look, I'm not worried about it. If it happens, then I'll deal with it. It's fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm good. I've been doing that all my life, so it's fine.
All right.
Yeah.
Got your back, dude.
Just let me know too, and I can pass on to Father, and he'll take care of it.
Yeah.
They know that they're supposed to be on their best behavior. I think sometimes they just might incorrectly assume certain things that just aren't. I guess what I'm trying to say is I never saw a person of color until I came to UCLA.
Are you serious?
Wait,
Really?
ever?
No.
Like pictures, anything?
Well, I mean, I'd seen pictures, but often those pictures were referred to in a very questioning ways of not understanding. But
Go ahead and write this one down for the paper.
So a lot of these people, they never seen like a black person before?
well, no.
And I'm sorry, this is like culture shock to me. Like,
Yeah, I mean, you could it was definitely culture shock for me whenever I came out to LA, and but like I said, they're good people. They're just ignorant.
This is like the isolated tribe bullshit over near New Zealand, where the tribe saw someone that they have never seen before, and then they attacked him. How do we know that they're not going to attack Anthony?
yeah.
Well, I mean, it's 2020. Like I told them that we were coming, and who all was coming, and I don't expect any trouble.
You just had one conversation with them about us coming, and that's it. No.
Did you call them and say, hey?
No phones,
No, I wrote a letter
Oh, right.
a while back.
Well,
Did they send a letter back?
Yeah.
okay.
Like message received?
Well,
Where
yeah, we
chill?
had a whole conversation
Where
about
Fayette
it.
chill?
You can fit a lot into handwritten letters,
Okay.
I've never written a letter in my life.
Yeah, I'd believe it,
I
Ollie.
believe that too.
Well, fuck you guys. That felt like a joke, and I don't get it. Why would
You
I write
notice all of a
fucking
sudden that the highway ends, and you're driving on gravel. Don't worry about it. We just got about 20 miles further in to go, and then we'll park and.
letter? Yo, this is a state
Whatever,
road.
Yeah.
Wait, we have 20 miles, and then we'll park, and then we'll walk 2 miles. That's okay.
Do people just not come here that often? Like, why aren't there real roads?
Why would you just come here?
I mean, no, there's nothing
Fair
there.
point.
Help me. Yeah.
there's as many people that live in this entire area, this whole county, this whole section of the state that live in one block on UCLA. So there's not really enough, infrastructure or money to even support paving the roads. So,
Why do people live in places like this?
that's where they live.
They like move,
I mean,
like,
isn't that what we're
get up and
studying?
move.
Isn't that the point? I mean,
Yeah.
trying to understand.
Yeah, totally.
Well, I mean, Ollie's not studying. We've
Of course
made that
not.
clear.
Yeah.
I mean, it gave me an insight into what it was like. And then coming out here, coming out to LA, I wanted to learn about other people who went through similar situations as myself. And
I will say that, like, if from your perspective, it's just been like a constant climb and everything's gotten better. But if it were me moving from LA to here, can you imagine how shitty I would feel?
nobody does that.
Yeah.
You should try it.
I'm
I think
good.
it'd be good for
I'm
you.
Good study. Maybe
Yeah.
about a month or so.
No, to be completely honest, it's actually kind of a problem because we all leave. There's no hope or chance for any sort of society to build itself when everyone leaves. It's a cycle that just keeps going. That kind of keeps everything stalled. Nobody comes back because there's no work. There's no future. So
You got better chances on the commune because there's no place to get a job. So you guys take care of each other out here.
you kind of have to. Without the commune, I don't know what I would have done growing up after my parents died, and many others like myself. Like the commune, the family made it so where we could live.
What did you do growing up? Like, what do you even do around here?
Well, I spent time with my brothers and sisters and just lived.
You're
Not much different than what you did, I'm sure.
You're the only one that left from here?
No, there are others, but they'll be here.
Oh,
They're all coming back for the festivities.
all right.
Does this happen every year, or?
No. This is a once every 17-year celebration.
Are they going to be chill if I smoke?
As long as you don't do it at any of the holy sites, I'm sure it's fine.
Like, weed, to be clear.
There's plenty of that going around.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, they
Oh.
grow it on the...
They distill moonshine.
No shit.
Yeah.
Y'all are growers?
Is that what you
Moonshine
did
and
growing
weed?
up?
For medicinal purposes.
Yeah. Totally. Me too. Me too.
You're an idiot.
Such a dummy.
Fuck you guys. I'm going to have a good time.
The car comes to a stop. In front of you is a large circular gate made out of bent rebar and just a walking trail past it. On either side of this gate are tall barbed wire fences stretching as far into the woods in either direction that you can see. Now, this is the first time that you've stepped out of the car since Little Rock. And the first thing you notice is the air. How sticky it is.
It's like I'm sweating in my mouth.
And it's thick with the scent of the trees around you.
It's
A
like
smell you've never encountered in Los Angeles.
It's like we're walking in soup.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
fucking humid here.
Ugh. I'm just sweating everywhere.
You gotta walk 2 miles in this?
It's great. I miss it.
What the
Would not describe this as great
This
at
is
all.
not great at all.
You
I'm
could
gonna
have told me
jump
to
in
just
that
not bring
river.
my jacket.
You'll need it at night. Well, I mean, maybe not. The humidity holds the heat in the air. It's
Huh.
usually around 85 to 90 degrees at night.
85 to 90 at night?
Yeah.
God.
Dude.
But,
Oh,
it's nice.
I might just sleep in the river.
Maybe you'll drown.
Gonna get eat up by mosquitoes, man.
It's about...
You guys got mosquitoes out here
I would
too.
assume.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we do, but we burn sage and other things to try to keep them away.
You guys don't use like bug spray?
Family doesn't like to bring that kind of chemicals into the
Oh, word.
Okay,
compound.
Yeah, I mean,
Straight
that
up.
makes sense.
And speaking of, you see that lockbox over there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to leave your phones and electronics in there.
Can't we just leave them in the car? Do we have to put them in this box?
They're probably safer in that box than they are in the car.
Can't we just turn them off? Like if they're off, it's fine, right?
I'm afraid not. If somebody on the commune like finds out you have, it's just typically in our field of study, when we enter situations like this, you have to respect the local culture and
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah, totally.
It's cool.
All right.
Is it like waterproof? The box?
yeah. It's a
Phone's
safe.
waterproof, man.
That's true. Just like there's a car right there.
Jim
which is
bends
technically a
down.
lockbox.
To start opening up the box. It's got a rotary lock on it. As it opens up, you can see there's already 4 phones on the inside. All right. Now, if anyone would like to lie, hold on to a phone, you can, but you'll need to roll for it.
Yeah, I want to give him my iPod Touch. Yeah, there you go.
It's 2020.
Yeah.
This is my phone. Here you go. Go ahead.
Go ahead and roll for me there, Ollie. All 10 D6. A single 6 is a success.
Yeah, I got 2. 3.
I'd like to roll for it as well. I'm going to say I left mine at home knowing that we wouldn't be able to bring it.
Ollie, tell me what you do.
I give him my iPod Touch.
He doesn't really look. For some reason, he's just looking at Miles.
And
He
then
just takes the phone, puts it inside the lockbox, but he's locked eyes with Miles. Caitlin, would you go ahead and roll your 10d6 for me?
I succeeded.
How many?
2.
Go ahead and tell me what you do.
Hey, Jim. I left mine at home because you already said we shouldn't bring them. And I didn't want to leave it in the car. Like you said, it's not that protective. So.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you. Caitlin?
You're welcome.
I'm holding the power button in my back pocket to power it down right now.
I pull Caitlin aside. Babe, why? Like, I know you have your phone. Just like, he asked not to have us bring our phones. Do you really need your phone? It's 2 days.
But think about how cool it's going to be if I have pictures to go along with my report.
But he asked you to not take pictures.
Why do you always do this?
I'm just saying, I'm just
Always do this.
No, I'm just saying that you should respect.
They've been fighting
Like,
a lot
And
lately.
you
It's
should
like-
respect
I know.
my
People-
decision to keep my phone.
Okay, if you want, I'm just saying
This
it's
is my
not.
trip. Are you really going to start this now on my trip? You're going
I
to
know.
do this?
I'm just saying he
We
asked
haven't
us not
even
to bring
gotten to the commune yet, and you're already trying to control me.
And you're already. I'm not trying to control you. I'm just saying he asked us not to bring the phones, and I think that
Do you want to
we
tell
should
him?
respect
Go
that.
ahead, go tell him.
Are you-
I'm not gonna.
I don't think they'll make it through
Are
the
you?
weekend.
We're gonna have to get walking soon if we're gonna get there in time for the
Yeah.
celebration start. So, are you two okay?
Yeah.
Yep.
No, we're fine.
Miles, can you give me your phone, please?
Yeah, sure. I just hand him my phone.
Hey,
Anthony?
yeah, what's those other 4 phones in there, by the way?
Well, there's probably other guests on the commune.
Oh, no shit.
Huh.
Yeah.
Other
people
normal
come
people.
from people come from local.
Oh, okay. We thought we were the only
and
one.
there are
rad.
some people on the commune,
So-
like Father and some others who probably have a phone when they
Yeah.
go out in town.
Hmm.
Things
Do
like
we have
that.
to call him father?
No, you don't have to call
So
him
it's
that.
kind of like, I don't know, like normal for you to bring people to the festivals?
Well, for this celebration, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Are they going to pick up on it if I audition my southern accent that I've been working on?
If
Please
you
do not do
audition
that.
it?
Yeah, if I just, try it out.
That's
Hey,
like-
y'all.
That's like
Hi,
going to
y'all.
Europe.
Anthony, can you give me your phone so we
Yeah,
can
I
get walking?
don't want any more eyes on me that I don't
Y'all.
want to expect, so here's my phone.
Do you know how
All right.
offensive it is if
Sup,
you
y'all?
if you're talked to like
Jim shuts the door, spins the lock 3 times, stands, grabs his bag out of the back of the car, and puts his keys in his back pocket. Well, y'all ready to walk?
Let's hit the dusty trail, partner.
Wait, no,
Aw.
do your Walker Texas Ranger accent.
Let's hit the dusty trail, partner.
That wasn't it.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a good
I think you were
idea.
better when
No.
you're drunk when you did it, man.
Let's hit the
That-
dusty trail, partner.
You don't sound anything like
You
Chuck
sound
Norris.
terrible
What are you
right now.
talking about?
I hope you all brought
He
your
knows.
your walking shoes like I asked, because the ground's real rocky here. You got to be careful. Just off the side of the trail, you go tumbling down, you're gonna get hurt. So keep an eye on your foot where you're stepping.
These boots were made for walking, dude. You know.
Nice.
Okay, Miles.
That was a good one, Miles.
5 to 10. Yeah.
I just got these Vans, but they'll be fine.
See, they loved your
I
joke.
got strong ankles.
I didn't like my
No,
job.
they loved it. He said it was a 5 out of 10.
5 as a
They're gonna be your friends by
that's
the end.
half.
What kind of wildlife is out here, by the way?
I mean, we've got bears,
Bears?
cougars,
What the fuck?
snakes.
Cougars?
Wait, cougars are more scary than bears.
Yeah.
Are they more scary than bears?
I mean,
They're
snakes are the
cute.
thing you got to worry about the most. Cougars, for the most part, they might follow you, but they're not going to attack.
What kind of bear?
Black bear.
Oh, it's not.
I mean,
bad.
Ollie,
They're
you're
afraid.
probably kind of into cougars, right?
Any cougars at the commune?
Black bears are easy to handle.
There's some cougars at the commune.
You like that joke?
Nice,
That was
nice.
pretty funny.
That was good.
Thanks.
But snakes are the thing you really got to worry about.
What kind of
keep an eye on
snakes?
your feet.
Rattlesnakes?
Some, not that many up here, but
I've seen
copperheads, things like
rattlesnakes.
that.
Good thing about a rattlesnake is they let you know. They'll say, hey. They go,
Oh, I
They'll
forgot
say
to
hey?
ask.
Yeah.
By the way, did any of y'all roll any ones when you rolled?
I don't think I did.
Can't remember.
I might have, though.
One thing I forgot to mention at the top of the game: if you roll a 1, it gets taken out of your pool until a candle goes out and then it refills.
Ah.
Oh, cool. Yeah,
So
I don't
the-
remember.
Yeah, I definitely didn't roll any.
I don't think I did.
I have a photographic memory.
yeah, let me
and
look back.
remember
No,
what
I did not roll any ones. I would have known. Those are really rare.
So you walk, and you keep walking. The trail, deep, thick within the woods. Just the imprints of those who traveled before you. No buggy, no horse-drawn carriages, no cars, no four-wheelers, no tire tracks whatsoever. Just a small trail of footsteps. And occasionally as you walk, you notice many others off to the sides, to the right, to the left. The trails off deeper into the woods in every which direction. And the closer you get to the commune, you start to hear the sound of rushing water and murmured voices. You can see that Jim is becoming elated. He's perking up. He's getting excited the closer he gets. His pace picks up. And you all struggle to keep up with him. This heat, the stickiness of it, really starting to drag you down. And then you get to a clearing. And at this clearing, you see out in front of you many small wood houses. These houses, old, made of thick timber, looking like something from the 1800s. You could only guess. But off past this clearing, you see another patch of woods and then a hill. And on this hill, you have 5 extremely tall trees. Their branches ripped bare. Hard to tell from this distance whether or not they're dead, but they have no leaves on them and they stand out like a sore thumb next to all the thick green brush that surrounds you in every which other direction. And as you begin to cross this clearing, you hear a voice cry out, "Jim!" As a woman comes running through the tall grass directly towards Jim and jumps and throws her arms around him. "Oh, everyone, I want you to meet one of my sisters. This is Pine. Pine, this is my friend Ollie, Anthony, Caitlin, and Miles."
Hey, Pine.
Pine, it's a pleasure to meet you.
You can stop.
Is he doing an accent? Are you doing an accent?
This is how I was born and raised to sound.
He was born about 2 hours ago. By the looks of it.
She nut checks you and then immediately goes on to talk to Anthony. "It's nice to meet you. Thank you for coming."
Nice to meet you as well.
And Caitlin,
Yeah, I'm
Right?
really excited to learn all about, how you guys live here.
we are so excited to have you here. I hear you all been taking great care of my brother out west.
Oh, yeah, he's a little shit.
Come on, man.
That's an affectionate term from
Oh,
Ollie.
yeah. We
Sorry.
love Jim. He's great.
I mean, I can understand affectionate terms and joking around and all that stuff. We're not as uncultured as some might think.
What's the deal with those trees over there? Big tall ones.
They're trees.
There's like
We have no leaves.
they're like. In
Did
a
you have like
circle.
a fire up there?
They're huge.
Yeah.
Well, they've been like that as long as I've been alive, so.
Oh.
But I've only been alive for 18 years, so what do I know?
Yeah, trees are pretty old. Most of the time.
Could we go like look at them at some point?
Well, later we.
Because if they've been around for so long and like alive, I'd love to see what kind of like trees they are. I don't know.
Hi, I'm Pine, and you are again?
I'm Miles. I was kind of a last minute add on to the trip.
Right, I didn't. Jim, you didn't mention a Miles in your letter. No, I did not. But I think he'll be a great addition to the celebration.
Oh yeah, we
Sis.
love Miles.
Yeah, thank you.
Miles is dope.
Thank you so much for letting me come. I'm really excited.
She puts out her hand. Go ahead.
Do I kiss it? I go and I kiss her hand.
Look at this fruity fuck.
Was I not supposed to
Shook it.
do that?
No, I'm just messing with
sorry.
you, Miles. I'm just messing with you. You looked a little squeamish, so I wanted to see just how squeamish.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Now we know.
No, you're fine.
Fuck, dude, I'm uncomfortable.
It's gonna be like that the whole weekend. Don't worry about
I gotta be real. This is weird.
Put it out like this. I thought.
it. Yeah, I told you
Their
to go
culture,
for it.
man.
Just don't worry about it.
Okay.
Are we here or?
Well, before we go too much deeper, I just before we cross the threshold into the commune, you see on the other side of this grassy plain, you are technically within God's country. So there's some steps that, as newcomers, you're going to have to take before we make that cross. So
Okay.
if you all could remove your shoes and your socks for me.
It's gravel.
The grass will pad your feet just fine.
Okay.
You'll get used to it really quick. So if you could take off your shoes and socks for me.
All right.
Okay.
Of course.
And Pine, can you go get Oak for me and bring her down with the white lightning? Yeah, of
Is
course.
all of your
What-
family named
what-
after trees?
A lot of my sisters, yeah. My father,
Yeah, your name's Jim.
my father James, kind
Oh.
of got on a tree kick there for a little bit.
Mm. White lightning though. It's coming our way.
Well, here she comes now.
Is that the moonshine?
As another one of the girls comes running out from one of the buildings. She's carrying with her a jug and some small shot glasses, wearing a long white dress. She runs through the tall grass directly towards you. She doesn't seem as elated and excited to see her brother, but she smiles in the general direction of you all as she walks up. We got some newcomers, do we? As she starts handing each of you a shot glass.
Hello, miss. My name is
Stop.
Do you have to
Ollie.
keep doing that, man?
What?
Are you doing an act? You're from California, right?
Southern California. Technically the South.
Okay, that one was pretty good, Ollie. That was a good
Thank
recovery.
you.
You know, I've seen my fair share of movies. Ain't nobody talk like that out there.
Yeah, you got me. So I should not do the accent. Jim didn't give me a clear answer on that.
No, Ollie, I definitely was trying to insinuate that you should not disrespect my family.
You know I don't pick up on insinuations.
Fair point.
Yeah, that's why you've been single for the last 3 years.
I reach out my hand to shake her hand. Hi, I'm Miles. Nice to meet you.
Fuck's wrong with you?
Oh, I was just introducing myself. Sorry.
Do you often just try to touch a lady?
No, not at all. I was just introducing myself. I'm sorry.
If I want your hand, I'll ask for it.
Yeah.
See,
No,
in,
totally.
in California, we shake hands when we meet people.
So it's just commonplace for you men to just go around and start offering your hand to every lady you walk by?
I didn't mean to offend you or anything. I'm really sorry if I offended you.
I'm just fucking with you, Miles.
Freaked out. It's not funny.
How weird do you all think we are?
I mean,
Jim just said
you
that.
don't like watch TV or have phones,
Yeah.
so,
So we're
it's
not
hard to know.
So we must not be people with senses of humor.
no, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying
What are you trying to say
we're
then, Ollie?
we're here to get
Are
some
you
insight.
trying to insult me right now?
No, not anything like that. Just wondering if maybe you don't.
So you just
have,
don't
like,
think we're cultured at all, right?
modern
Us backwoods
inclinations.
individuals.
That's not what I'm saying at all.
I'm just fucking with you.
Jesus Christ.
Drink up. We're gonna have some fun tonight. The celebration's about to begin.
Cheers.
Oh,
After you feel that kick in, just make your way up the hill, and we'll get all started.
we're going already?
Cheers.
Yeah, let's do it. Come on.
Just get loose.
Jim grabs
Okay.
his glass. It's gonna be fun, okay?
All right.
Yeah.
Drink up.
I look down at the glass and I just kind of wait a few seconds and look.
As you look down
everybody
at the glass, you see that this clear liquid has strange swirls of red pushing around within it. Like food coloring, distilling as it circles within the glass.
Hey, Jim, what's in this?
Wow.
What?
What's in
I
this?
didn't drink.
I've just never seen anything like this. I just wanted to know what's in it. I have a weak stomach sometimes, so I don't.
Oh my God, can you just...
Okay,
Miles.
just asking.
You don't have to drink it if you don't want to. We're gonna.
No. I'll drink it. I'll drink it.
Holy fuck, dude, I'm drunk.
To the weekend.
What?
To the weekend. And I just slam the drink pack.
Fuck it. Slam it as well. Oh wow.
Holy shit. How'd I make that stuff?
Oh my god.
Anyone
man.
else's throat burning right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got any more?
Okay.
Yeah. Here. He hands you the jug.
This weekend's gonna be a blur.
I don't know if you should drink more of that, dude.
Yeah, just
I'll
pace yourself,
I'll pace
dude.
myself. I'll pace myself.
Technically, when I was in California, I looked into it, and it's has a higher alcohol content than ethanol.
You're telling me,
Wait.
dude.
Isn't that the
ethanol?
shit in gas?
Yeah. That's like corn gas.
Corn gas.
Corn gas, dude. Corny gas. Corn gas.
We gotta walk to the river.
All right.
Right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, right now.
Okay.
Dude, we could solve all the like fossil fuel problems with this.
I know. Holy
Why don't we use this stuff in our cars?
Anthony, this is great for your paper, dude.
Yeah. He asked for the recipe or something like that.
Jim starts to walk just off to the right, his hands held out to his sides as he feels the tall grass on his fingers. As he passes through the clearing and makes his way through the dark woods, you just follow. Hard to know how he knows where the hell he's going. There's no trails, no signifiers of where you might be. He just walks. As he starts to move down the hill, you start to catch that he becomes more aware of his surrounding and grabbing onto trees and vines as he slides down the embankment. So each of you do the same. But to get down this embankment safely, you are going to need to roll for me.
One.
1 6?
Yeah.
I got it.
How
Wait.
many ones?
Couple sixes. I got one.
Wait, 2 6s, 1 1.
Now you can either keep that one in there, or you can burn your positive trait to re-roll it, or you could use one of your die rolls here to
Should we get rid of
get
it?
rid of it and roll it again.
No.
You want to burn a trait?
No, I don't want to burn the tree.
I'll get rid of it and roll again.
Are you saying you would like me to burn one of your traits,
No.
or would you like to use a die?
I'll use a die.
All
Oh,
right.
we have that.
So re-roll that one.
It's a 1.
Yep.
Do we have any more rerolls?
Remove it.
Do we have any more rerolls?
How many?
I rolled a 1.
You rolled a 1? Now here's the thing. No matter what, you're going to have one less die because she just took one out.
So we do it as a group.
You're going to keep going. And as you
Okay.
lose die, the whole group loses a die.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay.
Now, you can, if you'd like to re-roll that, Ollie.
To keep it from going down to 8.
Yeah.
Right. 4.
Okay.
All right. Now, you two still have to roll to make your way down this hill. The ground is loose with rock. Though the air is thick enough to feel it sweating off your body, the ground is dry and nimble. What do you got there?
Rolled 1-6.
And how many ones?
No ones.
1611.
All right, would you like to re-roll that one there, Miles?
Yeah. 1.
And it's gone. Now you all are down to 8 the next time you roll. But somehow you do make your way down this hillside despite what's flowing through your veins right now. What's affecting your mind. You've been drunk. You've had the extreme effects of hard liquor flow through your veins. But this is different. Like there was something else in that. The trip you're on right now is unlike anything you've experienced before. The dread that it fills you with. As you make your way down to the water, it looks deep. The river. Almost still. Stagnant, but crystal clear. You can see the fish swimming below the surface. As Jim just starts to take off his clothes and walk buck-ass naked directly into the water.
Jesus, Jim.
Come on, man. I know you back home, but come on, man.
We just skinny dipping?
He begins taking the water and throwing it up on himself. I gotta clean up. It's been a while since I've been home.
All right, fuck it. Take my clothes off.
Wash up.
Oh my gosh.
We gotta clean ourselves of all the shit we bring with us.
Like sweat? Because it's fucking muggy out here, bro.
Like our mistakes, our
What?
poor choices, our sins. All of it, we gotta wash it.
This is like a baptism, right?
In a sense, yeah.
No,
what this is.
it's not like a baptism, Ollie. It's just get clean.
All right, yeah.
I'm gonna strip down to my underwear and do it.
You don't have to do that in front of the guys.
We have to follow their culture. This is a research trip.
Yeah, but like in front of all the guys?
Nobody look directly into my butthole.
You're in the water, Ollie.
Yeah, but they can still swim under. It's crystal clear under here.
Ollie. Why are you so worried about people looking at your butthole?
I'm not worried about it.
You know you have to spread.
It'd just be weird if you guys did.
No one's caring about your butthole, dude.
We have bigger problems and things to worry about than your
Ollie, you'd be
asshole.
lucky if anyone looked at your butthole once.
Yeah, right. People look at it all the time. I'm always having to tell them to stop.
Hey. You won't look at this butthole, right? I don't know.
No, I'm not.
Just, okay.
You're
I'm just getting insecure about, like...
I'll be real. I'm a little drunk.
We all are.
We're giggly.
Do I have to get naked? I don't...
No.
Do I have to get...
It's just like what Jim
I mean...
If you want to get clean, Miles, this is an opportunity to clean yourself. Otherwise, we'll just clean you later.
Oh.
I'll take my clothes
That
off
probably
now.
just means that they have a shower back at camp.
It's fine. I'll just
Take my clothes off.
do it. I'll just do it. Fuck it. We're having new experiences, right?
Yes.
I
Just
don't go,
embrace the weekend.
just don't go near any of them in case they try and do something. I don't know.
These two? They're my best buds.
I know how guys work. Like we're all horny.
I haven't seen a
Just,
mosquito
like,
yet.
Don't.
It's
I
a
don't
good
know.
thing, man.
It's okay. It's
You
okay.
really think I'd do that while you're standing here?
Miles,
I mean, would
Bet
you
this
you
do that
sounds
at
like
all?
this sounds like
Bet
a
you
you
can't catch one
problem
of
and
those
not an us
fishes.
problem.
No. I'll do it, dude. It's all good. It's all good. I start just like slowly and uncomfortably taking off my clothes.
Nobody pays any attention to you, Miles. They're so fucked up in this situation anyway, it's not of their concern. Clean, Ollie. Clean it.
I'm cleaning,
just
dude.
Wash.
Yeah,
I'm
cleaning,
cleaning.
man.
It's the cleanest water you've ever felt.
Well, I'm clean already. So now I'm doubly clean.
Doubly. You said doubly.
You can drink it.
Huh?
You can even drink it.
His butthole's been in the water.
My butt's in this water.
I don't want to drink the butthole water.
Also, there's
The fish might
Fish
go in
in
your
here.
butthole.
Do these fish bite? Ever? What kind of fish are these?
I mean, they'll take a mole off every once in a while.
a mole.
It's cleaning
So
fish.
you should be nervous because that's about the size of yours.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
That was a joke about how little your dick is, Ollie.
You got a little pee-pee.
Alright, you guys are being weird. You're not supposed to
Those
look.
fish look hungry, Ollie.
You weren't supposed to look.
I didn't look, but now you just reassured us all that you have a tiny dick.
Come on.
Alright, y'all need to wash extra hard right now. Y'all better wash. 'Cause you're being real dirty. You're being real dirty. Damn. This is great out here.
You wake up. You're in the field. You're clothed and dry. Pine stands over the group of you. That's some good moonshine, isn't it?
How long were we out?
About 2 hours. Get up, though. You gotta get up.
Did
Walk it off.
Did I put my clothes on?
You've been sitting there the whole damn time.
Sitting here?
Yeah.
Did you put our clothes on? I don't remember anything after the river.
How thick are you?
I don't even remember getting out of the river. Jeez.
Miles, we didn't go to the river. It was, we were tripping.
What?
We all
What
all
were we
tripped.
doing?
There was
then?
water.
We were just tripping. It's fun.
We're all tripping about the river?
Trip on this moonshine.
Shh. It's starting.
Is that someone's cell phone buzzing?
Have
No.
you ever heard bugs?
I've never heard bugs that sound like that.
It's the reason we're here.
The bugs?
The cicadas.
Yeah, they're cicadas.
Oh, that's what they sound like?
Aren't those the things that, like, mummies conjure?
You're thinking of locusts.
Yeah.
Locusts, yeah. Yeah. Sorry.
Or beetles. Dumb.
We're the festival, the solstice celebration. It's centered around the cicada. All right?
Why the cicada?
It's a symbol of our faith in our lives. Here at the Concordat, it's a good representation of our struggles and pain and what we go through in our lives. Cycle. You live, you dig, you struggle, spawn, and death. But
Shit.
as the sun goes down, well, it's time for us to get started. That's right now. Come on, get up. Pine reaches out her arm to help lift you up off the ground.
Okay.
Where are we going?
Oh, we just have to go up here. Now that you've cleaned yourselves and we can cross through the threshold. On the other side is Father's land.
Let's go. Clean as a whistle.
Jim begins to walk. Not as excited as he was before. Like something just got left behind. And he passes the tall weeds. And you make your way into these woods where the cabins are. And you see a group of about 40 individuals standing in a circle around a fire in the daylight. But these woods are so thick, so lush, that the shadows casted by these trees make it close to dark. There's Father now. You see a man standing next to the fire. He's wearing a long brown kind of robe tied at the waist. Thank you all for coming out here today. To our new friends, thank you for joining us as well. It's not very often we have outsiders here joining us at Concordat. And the fresh faces are a welcome sight. Here in just a moment, we will begin the once every 17-year celebration to ensure our safety in the future. To secure our faith and protect us from the evils of the outside world. Who would like to volunteer? A large group of hands all raised into the air. As GM kind of nudges at Caitlin, you should do it. Come on. I see one of the newcomers would like to join us in tonight's festivities.
Nice.
Do you think it'll be like the moonshine?
Yeah. Hopefully. I want a little more of that.
Jim pulls a knife out of his back pocket.
Whoa.
Holds it by the blade. Here.
Yeah,
You're going to need it.
What? What am I going to need this for?
The hunt.
The hunt?
What are we hunting? Like, cicada?
Would all of you like to walk forward, please?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
No, not you.
What?
Our volunteers.
All right. Yeah, I'm going to walk forward.
As you walk through the crowd, Caitlin, you find yourself standing there with about 8 other individuals. All of them women like yourself. Each of them with a large knife. As Father James steps off of his podium, he goes over to the fire and he grabs a bucket. It's steaming, smoking. It was getting heated by that fire. Not on top of it, just to the side. Just to keep it warm. And he starts going down the line, dipping his fingers inside this bucket, and putting a red cross on each of their foreheads. He makes his way over to you and does the same. But upon doing so, he looks at you and, yeah, you're all right. As this red liquid hits your skin, its viscosity is immediately recognizable to you. This vat of steaming hot blood. Something's been added to it, though, to make it extra thick, as it nearly immediately upon impact of your skin starts to dry and harden, creating a small, crusty seal of a cross on your forehead. You'll have till sundown. As he pulls a pistol out of his pocket and lets off a shot. and the other women begin to run into the woods.
What is she hunting?
Jim pushes through the crowd. Look, Caitlin. Find the boar. Okay? Okay, find the boar.
Those are angry.
Find the boar, slit its throat, and bring it back.
What the?
Me?
Are you serious?
This is a joke, right? This is another one of the like, haha, I'm just fucking with you.
No, you're the most qualified out of all of us to do this.
Yeah, take
What
that.
the? Hey, I'm like right here.
Dude, just take it, man.
Just
Okay,
I want to go kill the fucking boar.
I haven't told sundown?
yeah,
Okay.
the one in the red dress. Follow her, and you'll find it fastest.
All right.
She's skilled.
Are they going to attack me?
Who?
The other girls.
It's not allowed. It's the
Okay.
boar you have to worry about.
Well, yeah, they're angry. They're like,
You'll be fine.
okay. All right.
Good luck, babe.
There'll be people here praying for you.
Okay, I don't know what that'll do, but okay. I'm going to run into the woods.
Jim,
So you do.
Jim, was that blood on her head?
Father James steps into the conversation. It was. Boar's blood.
He put a boar's blood on her head.
I did.
Is that safe?
You're one of the newcomers, are you not?
Uh-huh. Hi, my name's Ollie. I'm from California.
I know where you're from.
Jim here is one of my best friends. Good dude.
We raised him well. And you must be Anthony,
Yeah.
the colored one.
Oh, we don't say that.
You don't say colored?
No, we don't say colored.
How would you like me to refer to you?
Anthony.
Just Anthony.
Yeah.
Okay. You can see Jim behind him with his head down in his... fuck, shit.
I'm looking dead at Anthony like,
Dude, I'm sorry.
Whoa.
I don't believe I know who you are.
I'm Miles. I was sort of a last minute.
You're not welcome here. No, Father, this, Miles here just lost his brother, his twin brother, to suicide last week, and we agreed that this would be a great thing for him, to help him grow and push through the trauma. I see.
I won't get in the way or anything like that. I'm just gonna watch.
I'm sure you won't.
I'm-
I'm sure you won't.
Thank you for letting me hang out. I really appreciate it. I'm really excited for the next couple of days. Jim said a lot of good things about it. It should be really really fun.
You speak soft.
I speak soft.
Uh-huh.
I don't really think.
I'm
I know
not
what
saying
you
it
mean.
as a negative thing, son. I'm saying you speak soft.
I was never really one to speak loudly. I guess I just kind of keep.
Do
to
you find that
myself.
people listen?
To me?
That's what I'm asking.
I mean sometimes. I'm more of a listener than a speaker.
Do you think that's working out okay for you?
I mean so far.
Stop looking at them.
I guess so.
They don't give a fuck about you. Don't look at them.
Hey man, that's not true.
Okay.
I'm asking you. We're having a conversation, man to man. Do you find being soft advantageous for you in your position in life?
I guess I could learn to be a little.
I'm not
louder.
asking you to. I'm not asking anything of you. I'm asking for how you feel about yourself. If you were predisposed to choose that this is the way you want to live your life, I would have nothing other to say about it. Your lack of confidence on the matter, though, gives me pause.
I'd like to be more confident.
Confident in being soft or just confident?
Confident.
Okay. Well, maybe we can help you yet.
Thank you, sir.
Father.
Father. Sorry.
How do you all think your friend will perform out there?
She got this.
I don't know.
She got it. Come on, man.
Probably not well.
If I'm the soft one, she's definitely the loud one.
Yeah, but like,
As loud a contrasting personality trait to soft?
I mean, I would think that it would be. I'm a soft speaker. She's a loud speaker. Hard.
Hard?
Yeah. She's rough. She's a tough cookie.
I didn't ask for any personal information about your love life, son.
Okay.
you guys okay with killing boars?
Are you okay with eating?
Yeah, for sure.
Then we're okay with fucking killing boars.
Is that what we're gonna be eating tonight?
I
Is
thought-
the boar that they bring back?
I thought they were like the state animal here.
They're tough meat, but it'll do.
It's just a pig, right? It's like bacon.
Yeah.
Pork.
A little gamey, but
Huh.
it's all part of the celebration.
Are you happy to be celebrating?
Happy's not the right word for it.
Hmm.
It is what we do. It is necessary. It's our way of life.
Tradition.
You call it tradition, I call it necessary.
So after the boar comes back and gets killed and we eat it, that's it?
Is that the whole celebration?
Yeah.
That wouldn't be much for festivities now, would it?
Oh.
Makes
Okay.
sense.
You all have fun. As Father walks away, we go now to the woods, where Caitlin has found herself trailing behind the girl in the red dress. You're still without shoes, and you find yourself amazed, Caitlin, that these women run full speed bounding through these woods on top of sticks and stones without a care. And you find yourself gingerly trying to place every single one of your footsteps into a position where you might as well not get hurt. But you trail. And you hunt. You don't fully understand what fuels you, Caitlin. Whether it's the acceptance of these people, the competition. No one really knows. Only you, I guess. Why don't you go ahead and roll for me? You rolled 8 die, correct?
Yes, I did.
How many 6s?
1,
How many 1s?
3.
Oh, no.
Well, Caitlin, you have 2. You have to make a choice right now.
Yep.
You can either burn one of your positive traits, which will allow you to reroll all of those 1s, or you could use 2 that are available to reroll 2 of them. Would you like to, in this moment, lose that positive part of yourself? That headstrong nature that you possess?
So if I use 2, I'd still have to get rid of a dice for all of us.
Yeah. Or you could burn that trait and reroll all 3.
I'm not gonna burn the trait. I'm very sorry. So I'll be using my 2 and getting rid of the dice.
You will learn that that was the wrong choice.
I'm headstrong. Oh look, 2 6s.
Tell me how you come upon this girl, how you catch up to her, and what you see.
I would say she probably stopped when she found the boar and is considering what the best way to kill it is for her, which gives me enough time to catch up to her. And I don't know the right way to come upon a boar, so I'm just gonna go straight at it, headstrong.
So you catch up to this woman, Caitlin.
Yeah.
And you see that she's come to a stop in front of you. She has her knife drawn out in front of her as she's leaning down in the weeds. And you can see just in a shaft of sunlight, as the sun begins to set, about 50 yards ahead of her, there's a small pile of brush. And the closer you get to her and the more that you sneak up behind her, you see that this brush is moving ever so slightly. And not giving her the opportunity to make her move, you decide to sprint ahead at full speed, ignoring the pain through your feet. The alcohol helps, but you just keep pushing. And dive directly into that thicket of brush to find the boar. Its tusks. This boar, as you jump through these thick brush, surprises you at its size. You thought they'd be smaller. Roll.
That's 1 6 and 2 1s.
Fuck.
These dice are cursed. Do I have any in my pool?
Would you like to burn? To re-roll those?
I'll burn.
Oh, man.
This is a very bad decision that I've run into.
Tell me how you use your headstrong in this situation to overcome this moment. And then lose it for good.
I'm shocked at how big the boar is and how sharp the tusks are up close. But I don't give it a chance to notice me and decide the best way to attack me, the way that the woman was doing and the boar is also doing. So I just go straight in with my knife for the throat like Jim asked me to.
So you do. As you feel the blade go into its neck, and its dark red blood start to gush out on all sides. It starts to lunge for you, but you put your left arm under its neck, and your right over its back as it's now dragging you through the weeds with the knife sticking out. So you take your left hand and you start pushing it through as you feel it touching the ligaments and then its throat. You hear it squeal, but something has just taken over you. You push through it. You don't even notice all the devil's walking sticks that rip upon your skin as you get dragged through these weeds. You don't notice until you feel the cold sting of the air on your freshly open wounds. But it falls, sliding with your body on top of it. And as you stand, you realize that you have these women surrounding you as they're cheering, celebrating for you. They're not upset. They're not even a little bit. They're happy for you. And it's a feeling of camaraderie, a feeling of success that gives you this adrenaline high that you haven't felt in a very long time. The bleeding, the cuts, they don't bother you. As you rip the knife out of the boar's throat, and the other girls grab it by its front and its back legs and begin walking back towards the camp. The woman in the red dress comes to your side. You will follow me.
Yeah. You seem to be the most capable and
That I was. We'll all be excited for you, as we are meant to. But if you cross me again, I will kill you. That was my kill. And you took that from me.
Looks like it was mine.
Okay. Well, sister,
The name's Caitlin. You don't have to call me sister. I won't be staying here.
whatever you say.
I'm gonna start walking.
You begin making your way back towards camp, where Anthony, Ollie, Miles, and Jim are sitting around the fire, sipping on some more of the white lightning as the sun begins to fall.
Woo!
How many of you down so far, man?
I mean, 2 total.
I can't barely do 1, man.
Yeah, this shit burns, dude.
This fire burns, dude. It's hot out here. Why the fuck we need a fire?
Yeah. You're right.
A woman with long white hair down to her knees sits next to you on the log, Ollie.
What's up?
Hi, I'm Amaranth. Who are you?
Amaranth? Oh, my name's Ollie. My homies call me Nolly.
No, we don't.
Okay, Nolly.
Maybe you're not a homie.
He's lying.
Think about it.
He's lying to you.
I heard that you were from
Oceanside.
California.
Mm-hmm.
What's it like?
Oh, no offense. It's not like this. It's like 70 degrees year round. There's an ocean. You can hear it from, well, my parents' house.
What's the ocean sound like?
He's got it. Listen.
You ever seen a...
I'm not talking to you.
Oh.
No,
so-
he
yeah,
had
I'm
it
sorry. No, I'm sorry.
You're
I'm
all right.
talking to my new friend Ollie.
Yeah, I should just stop talking.
Well, Amaranth, this is your new friend Miles.
Hey! Our new friend Miles.
Miles came here with a woman, didn't he?
Yeah.
Mhm.
You didn't.
Woo.
Are you trying to get down right now?
What does that mean?
Are you coming on to me right now?
Anthony's gonna get laid.
That's not.
I'm still not necessarily following.
No, I know. He's gonna get laid.
Forget it. Forget it. Gosh, I think she's trying to...
Dude, you're gonna get laid.
Just
I think
relax,
she's trying to
man.
put the moves on me.
Caitlin
Just
walks
relax.
back up to the group, covered in blood. She's still bleeding from small cuts up and down her arms.
Holy shit!
Right.
Dude, you did it!
Jim stands.
We all said that you could do it.
Told you got this.
We drank a little bit more of the
Has he been?
liquid.
We've all been
Yeah.
We've all been.
slushing.
You wanted me to get
You
to know your
did it.
friends better.
I knew you could do it. You were the most qualified.
Yeah, the red dress woman led me right through the bore. She's pretty upset about it, but
Yeah, she will be, but she'll get over it. Sis has an attitude.
it was great. It was exhilarating. I've never thought about hunting before, but I think I might.
And now you'll get to taste the meat that you brought back to the
Oh.
table for all of us.
We're eating that.
Literally bringing the bacon to the table.
Oh, you heard that?
That was,
Dude, he's
Miles-
getting better.
Miles is figuring it
Yeah,
out.
I know.
I'm
He's getting
figuring
way
it
better.
out, dude. We're all gonna be really good friends. You should have a celebratory sip. Have a little bit of the lightning. Huh?
I don't
You
know.
deserve it. Drink.
Drink. Drink. Drink.
Yeah! You brought home the bacon, baby.
what's boar bacon like?
We don't really make bacon out of it. We just cook the boar.
You
It-
cook
it's
the
not
whole
that
thing?
good.
Barbacoa
It's not that good. It's real gamey.
I mean, there's other options out here, right?
Yeah, but this is part of the ceremony, so
All you do is just slice it off and just put it on a, maybe it's,
I'm just saying it doesn't make the best.
make tacos.
It's not as good as regular pig.
I got it.
We definitely don't make tacos. We're just gonna eat it with some potatoes, and
like
It'll be
potatoes.
fine. It's all just.
Potatoes are great.
Okay.
Fuck, dude. What else do you do out here? This fire's hot as shit.
Well, now that the sun's gone down, this is it's pretty much it. I mean, the festivities for tonight, they'll cook the boar and we'll drink, and well, tomorrow the big celebrations begin. The majority of the festivities are mainly
this wasn't
tomorrow.
Even big. This wasn't the big part.
Oh no.
I did the little part.
Yeah, this just kicks things off.
Tomorrow we hunt each other.
Wouldn't that be?
Most dangerous.
That's pretty.
I've never seen so many stars in my life.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's kind of pretty.
It's crazy when you think about it.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's kind of
I didn't even realize that you all probably don't get to see this very often.
Ah.
It's like this year round.
pollution. We got
Nothing
so
but the
much of it.
bugs and the trees.
What if each one was like a solar system like ours?
Pretty sure.
I think that's what it is, man.
That's
Well,
what
yeah.
it is.
They're all
They could-
suns.
yeah,
Yeah.
they're all
Well, some of
suns.
them are maybe too big or too small.
But
Oh,
God's
it's-
in control of all of it.
yeah,
What
yeah,
he's-
for sure.
Yeah, what
Yeah,
did he
amen,
say?
brother.
Yeah,
Amen.
right on.
You said we were in God's country, right? God's
God's
area?
land.
God's land.
Amaranth leans in. Jim, you haven't talked to them about the Lord? Well, Amaranth, sis, the things are a little different in California. It's not really okay to just go pushing your beliefs on others.
I'm a spiritual agnostic.
So I bring them here so they can experience it and learn firsthand.
I think there's probably something up there, but he's got to show his face. Her face.
Amaranth giggles, kind of nudges you.
What?
Definitely a he, silly.
All right. You don't know that. Have you talked to him?
Every day.
I've heard people say that, like, on TV and stuff. And, like, I talk to things in my head, too, but it's not God. It's just, like, me talking back.
How do you know?
I probably shouldn't be saying this stuff.
No,
This
no,
is
it's okay. It's
disrespectful. I'm
okay.
sorry.
No, it's fine. I'm just saying, how do you know?
Because there's, like, science that says that you have inner thoughts.
Yeah.
It's there.
Does science know what those inner thoughts are?
Oh, for sure.
Really?
Yeah.
So science can
You can
read your
hook
mind?
hook your brain up to, like, a little electric machine, and you can have it control different parts of your body and stuff.
Mm-hmm. I've heard that.
Yeah, look it up on the internet
But can
if you
it
had it.
tell you what
Sorry.
you're thinking? Can that machine literally know your thoughts and what that voice in your head is saying?
No. Maybe. I don't know. Honestly, Anthony might know,
I
though.
don't think that you can do that. That's no technology. I don't think exists like that. Like just
You're
word
saying-
for word.
God reads your mind.
God is your mind.
See, that takes away
Do you guys believe that?
I mean,
takes away free will in
yeah.
a sense.
Yeah.
Nah, we don't have to get into it. I've had
Yeah.
too much to drink.
I mean,
I'd rather talk about it when I'm sober.
Yeah, you're covered in blood right now, so we could talk about, like, literally anything.
Yeah, this is like I was victorious. Everyone was congratulating me. It felt great.
Oh.
You did a good job, honey. You're going to fit in real well here.
Thanks. I mean, I'm only here till Sunday night, so I hope I fit in. It'd be kind of awkward if I don't.
Yeah.
Where do we sleep?
it's a good question.
Well, I've got a spot for you in my cabin.
Oh, I'll sleep with my friends.
Oh,
Ollie, this is what you wanted.
you did say this earlier.
I was looking for someone with big naturals.
Oh my god.
She's got some big natural thoughts.
Beggars can't be choosers, dude.
I would love some thoughts.
Look, maybe you get big naturals tomorrow night.
No offense, miss, ma'am.
Taken.
What? No, I'm saying no offense. That means you can't take it. You're not allowed after I say that.
So you get to dictate what I feel.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
I think that's what you just said.
Well, if you were a dude, I'd say the same thing. So welcome to equality. I'm gonna sleep with my homies.
Oh my god.
What? What?
You know, for a California boy, you don't seem to get around too much.
I get around. I get so far around. Okay?
Is it that obvious?
What? Come on. Are you kidding me right now?
Come on, dude.
Ollie, there's your shot.
I don't want a shot.
Okay. As she stands, winks at you, and walks away towards her cabin. That was beautiful, Ollie. That was absolutely beautiful.
Jim, she's totally coming on to me, and I
That
don't.
was your best work, man.
Can I not turn a girl down?
Not when you constantly talk about how you don't get girls and you gotta get in this girl's pants and oh gosh, Tinder doesn't work for me. Why won't she text me back?
Okay, well maybe I've decided that here is not the place.
Can I tell you a secret, Ollie?
Sure.
She spent the most time on the outside out of everyone here.
You're saying she's not,
Not what?
like, you know. Oh, no offense.
I'm saying she's experienced.
Okay. Cool, me too.
Okay, Ollie.
Guys, shut up. Shut up.
Whatever, dude.
Whatever
I'll
you
sleep
say.
wherever I want to sleep. Right? I mean, wherever you guys will provide, but I'm sure it wasn't arranged for me to sleep in our cabin.
Sounds like she was about to make it arranged.
Exactly, man.
I actually had that arranged just for you. But
Are you serious?
yeah.
He set you up.
Okay,
Dude.
well the thought is super nice,
No,
but
I'll
like
grab.
I'm not interested.
I'll grab a sleeping bag. We'll put you next to my bunk. It's fine.
Thank you. Thank you.
But this has hit me really hard. I'm actually gonna head to bed early so I can get up and help
Where are the
with
rest
preparation.
of us sleeping?
Well, the cabin over there to your left,
Oh,
the one with the lantern on it.
Mhm.
It's whenever you're ready, you all can make yourself right at home.
all right. I guess I'll eat first.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Jim excuses himself and walks into the dark. Not towards the cabin, just off into the dark.
It's dark as shit out here.
He probably knows where he's going. He's been here, lived out here most of his life. Well, until he moved out to
If
LA.
it weren't for the fire, there would be no light out here.
Yeah.
It's kind of cozy though.
No, it's
Kinda cozy,
It's
right?
kind of nice.
Yeah, it's cozy.
It's nice.
Yeah, it's nice.
Right?
Yeah, it's great. No, I'm not gonna hold your hand.
Just hold his hand.
She's still covered in blood, by the way. She's washed none of it off.
Oh, how was the boar?
Dude, it was great. I mean, killing it with my own hands. I was the best out of all of them, and they all lived here. And I was the best one. I was the new one.
Yeah.
You know how cool that is?
Yeah, it's really cool.
Okay.
Maybe you should teach him a thing or two. Be their instructor. I don't know.
Yeah, the one in the red dress said that she's gonna kill me if I try to get in her way again.
What the fuck?
But Jim already said that they're not allowed to kill us, like
Hmm.
hurt us, you know, attack us.
Yeah, I mean they're like hella Christian, right?
Yeah. Unless, like, her God's voice says kill her, you know.
Oh shit, that does happen with crazy people.
But I mean, Jim wouldn't have done this if it put us in danger.
Nah, I'm sure it's all harmless. I mean, it's a little weird killing a boar to be like, welcome, go kill an animal.
Yeah.
But I don't know. The South's weird, I
It's their
guess.
way of life, so we just gotta respect it and just
Yeah.
You know, I had an uncle who hunted like all the time.
Are you guys
all the time.
like? Are you getting anything for this paper?
Yeah, I mean, I've written down
Your
everything.
thesis? Or
Oh,
whatever?
yeah.
You hear
Definitely.
a branch break behind you in the dark.
Shit. Pick up a rock.
Oh, there's no need for that now. As Father steps through the dark, where the light of the flames is hitting him, his hands covered in thick blood, as he just kind of walks up to the fire and puts him out next to it. What are you hoping to gather while you're here?
Your hands are covered in blood. Oh, sorry. What was your question?
I was getting the boar ready for dinner.
Oh.
Ah,
We're just doing a report for our anthology class.
Now I know about that, but what are you hoping for?
just like how you guys live out here and what you guys do during the festival. 'Cause it's part of your culture.
We're looking at like different communities around America, and how tradition has stayed in some of these.
Well, do you have questions for me while I'm standing here?
Yeah,
drying my hands?
I got a question. There were so we dropped our phones off. You're familiar with phones, right?
Indeed, I am.
We put them in that lockbox before we walked over.
Uh huh.
There were some other phones in there. Are there some other out-of-towners around?
No, just you all.
Huh.
What?
Then whose phones are those?
Yeah.
Well, one of them's probably mine. Others here.
Oh, you guys
People
go
are
out and
free
about.
to come and go. You know that, right? It's
I was
not a
unaware.
prison.
I didn't know that.
They choose to come back. It's a safe place.
Oh. Oh. That actually.
We don't keep them from enjoying the modern world while they're out there, but when they're here, they must respect our rules.
I feel that. Those trees we saw earlier, there's no leaves on them. Something happened to those trees? Or?
They've been dead for as long as I've been alive.
They don't fall, or that's
Strong.
oh,
Tied to the earth.
Hmm.
okay. Well, how long has this community, been here?
Well, my great-grandfather started it all. Coming up close to 100 years now.
Wow.
There was a time we had people like you here. But we tried to adapt with the times and...
Like us?
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Well, no, like Anthony here. Slaves. We had slaves on the commune for a while.
Ooh.
Okay.
But eventually, as people went out into the world and came back, we were told that this is just not how things worked anymore. And
Yeah, I was going
tried
to
to
say
adapt
that
with the
timeline
times.
is it's a pretty weird timeline. 100 years. It's not that long ago.
yeah, last Anthony that we had here was...
Wait.
I'm sorry, how am I? You wanted me to refer to you as Anthony, correct?
Yeah, that's my name. Not like a thing.
How would you like me to refer to people like you?
You ask them what their names are, right? Correct?
Right.
You call them by their names. I mean, what's your name? Besides father. You have an actual name?
James.
Yeah, so James, how do you do? My name is Anthony. Simple as that.
I guess what I'm trying to ask is if you were referring to fellers like me, how would you refer?
Fellers like you, how?
In general. Not by name, but say, fellers like James. How would you refer?
I would say, like I said, your name is James.
Uh-huh. I guess then, fellers like Anthony here left in the 60s. Some people now, unfortunately, have grown up here on this compound without ever seeing fellers like Anthony. Doesn't make them as well equipped for the world on the outside.
So you're the father now, and your great grandfather started it. Is that a family thing?
Technically, yes.
So who's in line to be the next father?
We'll know sure enough by the end of this weekend.
Really?
Is that what the festival's all about? Finding the next father?
I'm at the end of my rope.
Do you only do the whole father thing and then you sort of retire, or?
Yeah, retire.
So you have like a retirement home you go to, or
Not like that, no.
So this new father, would that his ideals go into play?
Tradition is very important to the people of this commune. Concordat is a land of tradition, ritual. Though things may change slightly from time to time, the rituals and the meaning behind them must stay in place. It's what's protected us for this long and kept the land plentiful.
Alright, I mean, it's just part of the festival then that's going on. You picking the father up.
Indeed.
So we will see this new father before we, leave.
You should.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what an honor.
What do we have to look forward to tomorrow?
Celebration.
All right. Could have guessed that one.
I gotta use the men's room. Where's a good spot?
Just out of line of sight from the fire, I'd say.
You just go anywhere?
If it's dark enough that you can't see your hands on your dick, it's dark enough that we can't either.
All right. Hey, I'm on board. I get it. I'll walk off into the woods.
Hey, I'll go with you. Just make sure you're good.
Is this
Alright.
a common thing?
Well,
No judgment, just a question.
they're kind of like girls in that way. They have to follow each other to the bathroom. They gossip a lot. It's kind of cute.
Okay. As the two of you walk off into the dark, you are alone, and it is dark. You can see, about 25 yards away from the light of the fire, the father standing next to Caitlin and Miles. Do you have any thing you would like to do out here, or are you really just going into the dark to take a piss?
No. As soon as I'm behind a tree, I want to pull out my phone and power it up.
Dude, what you doing?
I brought my phone.
Roll for me, please. You have how many now? 7 or
7.
6? 7?
7.
2 6s, no 1s.
So you pull your phone out.
And I power it up.
You power it up,
Dude, it's backwards as shit out here.
What the fuck, man? We're gonna get caught.
I brought
and
my
after
phone.
I'm
it
turning around.
fully powers on, you notice a circle with a line through it.
There's no service out here.
No shit. Burn the boonies. Put it away.
Dude, it's like cut off out here. They have no idea.
You've never been. Oh yeah, you.
I mean, I'm sure you noticed. That's insane.
It is what it is, man. But shit.
Excuse me.
Yes?
You hear a
man.
voice from
Yes?
the dark.
Who's there?
She walks forward towards you. The light from your phone just enough to put a little gleam of reflection in her eyes. You must be the new ones. I'm Hickory.
Hickory, it's a pleasure to meet you. Turn my phone off and slide it in my pocket.
I won't tell anybody.
About my iPod Touch, it's just a little music player.
It wouldn't matter. There's no cell reception out here.
Yeah. That'd be something I would notice if I brought my phone.
Look, I'm not gonna tattle on you to father, but don't play me for stupid. Please.
Why no phones? If they have no reception anyway.
Tradition's important. It matters. Father, it matters to us. When I was younger, it bothered me too. I wanted to know the world on the outside. To know what life was like for other people. But I've lived it.
And you came back.
I did. If you open your eyes and your heart, you'll see it too. You hear a chop in the distance. A blade on wood.
What's that?
Amaranth's probably just cutting some wood. You hear it again.
They just do it in pitch black, dark.
Do you see me walking around with a light?
I'm just amazed. Is
Got like lanterns or something?
We know this area like the back of our hands. It's not necessary. You hear the chop again.
Huh.
This chop distinctively doesn't necessarily sound like an axe on wood. There's a wetness to it.
we need to go.
What's he chopping into?
We should go back to the fire, man.
Roll for me, please.
God damn it! Oh, we didn't go. Oh my god. 2 6s. No, 3 6s. 1 1. Have any rerolls for that 1?
Of course you do,
I'm gonna use it.
Anthony.
Okay. So 3 6s.
Tell me what you do.
You have your thing out. I immediately just look in the direction of where the chopping is coming from, and I just yell out, "Hey! Who's there?"
The chopping stops. As you look to your right and left, you don't see Hickory in the dark either.
Oh, fuck, man! I told you.
Only the soft kind of glow of the stars and the fire in the distance bouncing off of Ollie's clothes. But the chopping stopped.
All right, man. We need to get back to the fire now.
Why, dude? They think I'm
Motherfucker,
over
what
here
are you?
peeing.
Are you stupid?
They think I'm
Get the
peeing.
fuck out of here.
People pee.
I don't give a shit. I'm done peeing. Oh,
All right.
I'm walking.
All of a sudden, somebody bumps into you. Huh!
Hello?
Sorry. My name's Carl.
Hello, Carl. We were just leaving. I don't know why you're walking out here. Y'all
It's
should
the
get lanterns.
stars.
What about the stars?
The stars.
Yeah, totally.
Carl.
Carl, were you chopping the trees or something?
No.
All right, Carl. Well, I'm gonna go back to the fire, and you could come with me.
Yeah, Carl, we're going to go back to the fire if you want to come.
Yeah.
Is that what you meant?
No, I meant Carl can see himself.
Yeah, he's a local.
Look.
Oh, shit, man.
Yep, they're up there.
Yep.
All right, see you, buddy.
Yeah, I'm leaving.
Nice
All right,
meeting you.
That was a nice sight, dude. I'm out.
I'm going to walk back to the fire.
As you're walking away, you can hear Carl walking through those woods, and then you hear him run into another tree. Oh! And then you hear him continue walking off some more.
I think he hit himself on the tree.
Fuck, man.
Dude.
As I was saying, Miss Caitlin and Miles, these traditions are quite important
Yeah.
to everything about our way of life. You don't have a problem with that, right?
No, not at all.
I heard you all were students.
Yeah.
You study people, like
Yep.
my son Jim.
Yeah, it's called anthropology.
What about you, Miles? What do? You weren't originally supposed to be here. I'm guessing you're not someone who studies people.
No, I'm taking a little bit of a break from school right now. Just had some stuff going on with my family, so just taking a little break. Thought it'd be nice to come out here.
Yeah, death in the family.
Yeah.
Killed himself.
Yeah.
There's no way to get into heaven.
What's that?
There's no way to get into heaven.
Yeah, I guess if you believe in that, sure. I'd like to think he's in a better place, though.
A better place than alive and not heaven either, huh? What's better than either of those options?
I'd like to think he's not in pain anymore, is what I mean.
So he was hurting.
Yeah.
How come?
We didn't talk much. We didn't talk much about his pain.
So you don't know?
No, I don't know. He
We
wouldn't tell me.
We don't have to do this right now.
No, it's fine.
Do what?
It's fine.
Talk about this. We don't.
It's
have
fine. We can talk about it.
Sounds like we're having a discussion.
Okay. You guys are talking.
I don't need you to back me up every time. I can fend for myself.
Yeah, Caitlin. Soft boy here can fend for himself.
Yeah.
He
I know,
wants to
yeah.
be more confident about his softness. And that's why he's sharing his feelings with me right now.
Okay. Go ahead. If you don't want to talk to him about this.
I'll talk to him if I want to talk to him.
Okay, I'm just saying. I'm right here. It's what this whole trip is about.
You came here to help yourself, right?
Yeah.
Overcome that loss.
Yeah.
What do you hope to get, Miles?
Clarity, I suppose. I just wanted to come and just break off from the world a little bit. You know, I'm not used to being without technology, but in California we're constantly connected to it. It's a constant reminder of
It's nice,
everything
isn't
going
it?
on. It is nice. It feels
I
freeing.
myself have never been on the outside too much, outside of the occasional trip into town in the hard winters, but I can only imagine what you've seen, what you've been through, all the pain and the hurt out there, all them people crammed together like that, all them emotions and feelings just swarming around you. How do you even think?
Do you not have people spreading their feelings here, their emotions, talking about what's going on?
They're easier to hear without all the noise.
Yeah. You're right. It can get overwhelming, which is exactly why I wanted to come along. I think it'll be good for me.
Your brother. How'd he kill himself?
Pills?
Welcome back, boys.
Oh,
Every time.
yeah,
Yeah.
we're back.
That long piss here. Have a seat. We're just
Well,
talking about why
We met
Miles' brother here killed himself.
We met several people out in the woods. Everyone's just walking around out there.
Is that not their right to do so?
He told us to go over there, and there were people walking over there.
It was too dark for them to see your dick, so what are you worried about?
I could have peed on one of them.
Do you just go peeing on people whenever you feel like
No,
it?
they might have
when
walked
he's
into my
drunk enough.
stream.
Yeah, when he's drunk enough.
Are these common problems that you all have? I don't...
No, we have light at night. Where I'm from.
It seems like you're making a bigger issue out of something that shouldn't be an issue.
It's not an issue. Fine. Just weird.
And I don't appreciate interrupting this moment that we were having. Have a seat.
All right.
I'm trying to help your friend here. He's in need of guidance.
Oh, Miles?
We're just talking.
How did he kill himself, Miles?
Oh, shit.
Why do you need to know that?
I'm not asking you a fucking question. I'm talking to my friend Miles.
First of all, don't fucking raise your voice at me, guy. Don't treat my friend like shit like that. He doesn't. If he doesn't feel.
It's fine. It's
No,
fine.
dude.
I don't
If you
mind.
don't feel comfortable with it, then don't talk to him.
I can talk about it.
He wants to.
It was pills. He took a bottle of fucking sleeping pills.
No, he speaks hard. Did you hear it?
I heard every word he said, Ollie.
He speaks hard. You speak hard. Miles speaks hard too.
Sometimes. Listen, if you want to fucking know how my brother killed himself, he took a bottle
He has
of
not
sleeping
looked
pills.
at you, Miles, in moments. You keep trying to tell him, but his fixation is no longer on you and your story. He stands while his eyes are still locked on Anthony. Roll for me, please.
Was it still 7?
Yeah.
We have any rerolls? I have 3 successes, but 1-1.
Anthony, you have one. Go ahead, re-roll that one.
Okay, it's 3 successes. 3 successes.
Tell me how you de-escalate this situation, or continue to escalate. That's up to you.
Listen, James, is it?
Father.
Father James.
You can just call me Father while you're in my home.
Get it? Father. My friend here doesn't feel comfortable talking about his situation. And so you should give him the respect of self-mourning. That is all.
Do you respect your friend, Anthony?
Of course.
Do you respect him enough as a man to speak for himself?
Yeah, he can.
Because what I've seen so far is you and his woman speaking for him.
Look, you took a disrespectful route, came with me and saying that something disrespectful to me, so I had to retort and come back at you. That wouldn't have never happened if you had just calmly said what you need to say and not raised your voice and said something disrespectful. Tit for tat is what I'm saying.
You may have a point there. See, I'm in a position of power here at my family's home. It's not often that I have to lower the tone of my voice out of a sign of respect for people. Typically, when I speak, people listen, so I can understand that when people from the outside come in, that might be something that I have to adapt to.
Yeah, it's 2020. I mean,
Look at
adaptation
this. We're learning. We're growing.
Exactly.
This is great.
We're learning, and we're growing.
Yeah.
Pills.
Pills. Yeah. Is there anything else about it that you want to fucking know?
No, that's it. I got a pig to cut up. As Father James walks away from the fire and into the dark.
I thought we were supposed to... This trip was supposed to be about getting away from that stuff.
He wasn't gonna fucking shut up if I didn't tell him about it.
Dude, don't let him walk over you.
Exactly.
I can stand up for myself. I don't need people to butt in for me. I don't need anyone to fight for me. I can deal with it. You just let me deal with it in my own way. I'll fucking figure it out.
Roll for me, Miles.
How many do we have?
7, I believe.
7 still.
Somehow you still have 7.
Oh boy, 2 success, 2.
3 success.
Oh,
How
yeah.
many ones you got there, buddy?
2.
Miles, you have enough to re-roll those ones if you would like to.
I would like to.
Unfortunately.
I'll take that. All right, 3 6s or 2 6s.
And no
Yeah.
ones?
No ones.
Well, tell me what your objective is in this conversation and how you convince them of your objective.
I was just about to storm out and leave.
If you'd like to leave alone, you now have the opportunity to do so. Consider what you just rolled kind of your charisma roll. You standing up for yourself, deciding that you have a voice and your voice matters, is a point that you can get across to this group right now. You have their ear and their attention. So whatever it is you would like to say, they will definitely feel it in this moment.
Listen, guys, I appreciate you having me along, and I get that this might be a little bit awkward. I know that you guys don't really want me to be here.
Oh, no, dude.
No,
talking about?
I get it. It's totally fine. Being in your situation, I would feel the same way about me. You know, you don't know me. I'm just Caitlin's boyfriend. But I don't need you to stand up for me. I can figure it out. I appreciate it, but I don't fucking need it. I'm sick of everybody always just assuming that I need help.
Sorry, man.
I'm gonna go to bed. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
All right.
All right, dude.
Sleep tight.
I storm off into the direction of the cabin.
Sure you do. And you begin walking towards that cabin, the one with the light on. The one that seemed to be standing out as if it was just for you, as every other remains dark. And as you sit around this fire and you watch as Miles walks away, you start to realize it is quite strange, is it not, that you can hear people talking. You can hear commotion around you in the stillness of this night, but you see no light. You see no slight flickering of flames from these other cabins that are only dimly lit by the flicker of the fire before you. They just are. And whatever is around you just is. So you get up and you follow Miles to that cabin, hungry. You follow him and you all decide there's nothing else to do. You might as well just sleep it off. Alcohol doing what it does to you, that's probably the best way for you to move forward. So you sleep. And that sticky, wet, hot, humid sleep. There's only light sheets on the bed to protect you from the mosquitoes at night. I need each one of you to roll for me to see if anything disturbs you in the night.
Me first.
He decided he'd like to go first.
no!
I got no sixes.
I got no sixes.
Oh my god.
Now, both of you being first and you rolling no sixes, you're not completely in the dark just yet. There are decisions that can be made. Do you have any ones?
Nope.
No one.
But here's the thing, Ollie. You do have 3 dice available to re-roll.
I can re-roll.
You
any
can
dice.
re-roll 3 die. You have 3 available.
I'll use all 3. 1 6.
Your ass is saved. And you sleep through that night calmly and without unrest. Caitlin, though,
Yep.
no sixes.
No sixes.
How many ones?
2.
Oh shit.
Well, you have a choice to make right now.
Great. Love those.
You can choose to re-roll 3 die, or you can burn a trait and re-roll the 2 ones.
So I have dice to re-roll, right? I have a pool. What's my pool?
You have 3.
I'll re-roll 3. No 6.
How many ones?
No ones.
You're fucked. That is exactly how you lose this game. And how
Great.
things start going very poorly for you. So what happens in this moment, since this is the first time and we're 2 hours into this game,
Oh, back in the day.
you lose control of the scene. I take over
All right.
completely. You awake at about what you can only assume to be 3 a.m., the middle of the night. It's hard for you to tell. Hell, it could be 1, it could be midnight, it could be 10 p.m. All you know is the sun went down about 9. You didn't think to bring an old manual watch with you on this trip. After leaving your phone, the only thing that could give you any hint of what time it might be would be the sun, but well, that's not out now, is it? But you do awake in the middle of the night to a shadow standing in the doorway of this cabin. The silhouette of a dress. So you can assume who it might be. But as you yell out, well, what do you say?
Fuck.
They don't respond. They stand there. Their shadowed silhouette, lit only by the stars, just barely illuminating the outside, where all you can see is that shadowy figure and the slight breeze blowing that dress. As your heart rate increases, and you find yourself beginning to sweat. She doesn't move, and she just stands there. You start to panic a little bit, Caitlin. What do you say?
What do you want?
There is no response. Your heart rate continues to increase. You wonder how long this will go on. If there's anything you could or can do. And the next thing you know, the sun begins to rise. And there's no shadow there anymore. You didn't sleep at all. You find yourself tired, exhausted. The kind of tired that hurts in your chest. That when you try to move an arm and lift above your head, to even just roll over in that bed, you find the energy hard to muster. You're sure someone was watching you all night, right? Someone just outside your door, someone this camp fucking with you. You assume that you know who it is, given the conversation you had out in the woods. You can assume. A candle goes out, and we begin chapter 2. Which candle do you want to go out? The sun rises. You wake to the sound of roosters, fresh in the morning. You see standing outside your doorway is your friend Jim. Morning, everyone.
Morning, Jim.
How'd you sleep?
Like a fucking baby.
Damn good, man.
But like I sweat all over this bed.
Did you sleep okay, Ben?
Yeah, it was fine.
What's up?
Well, I hate to rush you all, but we got to get up and get going.
For what?
We got to make our way up the hill.
Why?
The ceremony, right?
Yes.
Oh, are we going to see the trees?
Right. Yes, we are. You were asking about them. You get to see them up close now.
You're gonna have more moonshine up there?
Do they got food?
Already, dude?
We haven't eaten.
Well, get dressed.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere, brother.
Get dressed. And meet me out where the fire was last night.
Okay.
All right.
As you all wake and start to recollect your things, you're faced with these new truths that will dictate your personalities and your actions moving forward. Truth number 1. Anthony was late last week because he was in the bathroom. It seems like that's been happening a lot lately. If the anxiety attacks are this bad in familiar surroundings, how bad will they get in a strange location full of new people? Truth number 2. The death of Miles' brother haunts him, and Caitlin becomes more obsessed with the dead brother. Truth number 3. Both Caitlin and Miles cheated with Ollie.
What?
But neither knows about the other.
I would assume Ollie knows, right?
I hope they don't spill the beans. God, I was trying really hard to hold that one in. Truth number 4. Ollie isn't just bringing weed, he's picked up a worse habit he's brought to the commune. I guess that's open for your interpretation, Ollie.
Well, worse than
weed, I
is the
guess, as a
implication.
habit.
Okay.
I you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and add to that, to add to the drama of this situation, that it's some form of pills.
Okay.
Truth number 5. Ollie and Miles were a lot closer than Caitlin ever expected. They managed to hide their relationship from everyone.
God damn.
But a spectral voice that Caitlin begins to hear guides her to expose them.
Hell yeah, dude. You're gonna get some ass, dude. You were right. You're gonna get some ass on this trip.
That will not go how you think. Truth number 6. Miles' conversation with Fire has him questioning his character. He's always admired Anthony's strength. Maybe you should try reaching out to him this weekend. And that was definitely not meant to be sexual like the other shit. It's more as an actual friend.
Yeah.
These are the truths that will help drive and dictate your characters moving forward in this next chapter. They can continue adding on to this. And I should add, as I forgot to do so at the beginning of the show, that if we hit our goal tonight, given to us by Abria, are these midsummer inspired dice,
Oh, nice.
which are basically blood red with pubic hair in them.
Oh, not
really?
nice.
That is what they look like.
Not real.
Oh, okay.
Not
It's
real.
not actually fucking pubic hair. It is an entire dice set of weird and creepy shit that you could have at your dice table. If we hit our goal, we'll give it away to a lucky winner. Thank you, Abria, for giving us... I don't want to give this away. This is creepy as hell, but we're going to give it away.
There's a high quality picture in the Discord
Yeah.
if you want to see the pubes.
They're supposed to be twigs.
I don't know if that you want
You
to
can
see
tell
pubes.
that you can tell that when they made this, they were supposed to be twigs, but it definitely just looks like pubic hair inside of a die.
Sick, dude. I want those.
Yeah, can we win those?
Can you?
Yeah.
No. For someone in the chat, a lucky individual in the chat. Oh boy.
Man. All right.
So the individuals on this trip have gotten dressed and make their way outside where Jim is waiting with some of his sisters, Pine, Oak, Hickory, and another woman that you have not yet met.
All right, let's have a day.
Yeah, thank you all for getting ready so early. I appreciate that. Oh my God, listen to my... This happens every time. I don't know if you all have noticed, but when I was... Like, the longer I'm in California...
That southern accent comes back.
It's coming right back the longer we're
man.
here.
Just stop.
I'm not doing anything. It's
Yeah.
coming back for me, too.
Look, it's charming, but stop doing that.
It is charming. Thank you.
Well, I don't know if charming's the right word.
I'm a
there.
southern belle.
I look to the new person. I don't know if we've met yet. I'm Miles.
What's your name?
That's my sister Maple. She's mute.
Oh.
It's really nice to meet you, Maple. I'm really excited to see what you guys do for this.
Does she know sign language? I don't.
No, she doesn't, and she can't write too well either. But, you know, the other sisters, they're really good at understanding her and knowing what she needs.
Oh. Well. That's great.
Well, shall we make our way up the hill? Things are about to get started up there. The rest of the group's been getting everything ready. I think they're actually excited for you all to partake in the festivities and see what goes down. It's not so often. You know, this only happens once every 17 years, and to share this with you all is just really special.
Yeah, no. I'm stoked. Excited. I'm excited.
Great.
So, like, that rule about how the other women can attack, was that just for the hunt, or is that weekend wide?
You think that they're gonna attack you? Why
I'm
would they
just
attack
wondering. I'm just wondering.
I mean, no one's allowed to attack anyone. We're a non-violent community.
Okay, great.
Violence is not permitted on the commune grounds.
I felt pretty under attack by Amaranth last night. She was trying to get me to go to her cabin.
Right.
It was a joke.
Right.
I'm fine.
The sisters all snicker with each other. Well,
What?
shall we?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get going.
There's been no violence here ever? Like, nothing ever?
No. No, we're a peaceful commune.
That's good. All right.
As we start walking, I want to pull Anthony back. Hey, man. You wanna have a real good time today?
What do you have in mind?
All right. I brought Molly.
What the
And Oxy. Which one?
Oh, shit.
I'm gonna pop both.
What the?
Question for Ollie for clarity. How big are those bags?
They're pretty small. They're like the little tiny sandwich
'Cause
bags.
you could have done this. Yeah. You did this.
About 2 pounds of each.
We're just going to assume you have tiny hands.
Yeah, no, they're this big.
Just give me the Molly.
Molly,
I'm
Ollie,
gonna-
Oxy free.
Shut up.
I just thought of that.
Dude, I'll just put it in my pocket. Fuck.
All right,
Keep it.
Molly, Ollie,
Oxy free. Just came up with
You
that.
had a good sleep, I see.
Oh yeah,
Good. That's
I
good.
slept like a baby, man. That moonshine knocked me out.
Oh, shit, it did to me as well. I mean, maybe you have that confidence to, talk to fucking Amaru.
Shut up,
do you
dude.
take
Just
it?
saying.
Shut up, it's kicking in.
Do you take it?
Yeah,
Do you take it?
No, I don't take it yet.
I pop
Ollie,
both.
both?
Yeah.
All of your rolls, Ollie, from here on out until the high goes away, are 2 die less than everyone else's.
Okay.
Everyone else is at a pool of 9. You will be at a pool of 7.
All right. Hey, man. Obviously, don't tell the other 2. Like it's a bad time for pills.
Oh, that's true. All right, fine. I mean, sure you're gonna be all right, dude?
No.
Oh, fuck, man.
Take care of me.
All right, man. This is vacation.
Woo, Arkansas. Let's go. The natural state.
Jim and the sisters are walking forward ahead of you all, and you're just kind of following behind through the woods. You can see far off in the distance, up on the hill, all the group of the people from the commune are standing around in a circle around the 5 trees, but you're not quite there yet.
I pull Caitlin back. Hey, I'm really sorry about freaking out last night. I hope you understand what I mean. I really appreciate you trying to stand up for me. But do you get what I mean when I'm like, I don't need you to fight? It's not that I don't want you to. It's just that sometimes I need to stand up for myself, especially now.
Yeah. Yeah, loud and clear. I got that.
Is there anything else you want to?
You know, I'm dealing with my own stuff right now, so maybe you can just give me some space, because this is my trip, and I got stuff to deal with. So you go deal with your stuff with Father, and I'll deal with my own stuff. You know?
Cool. Yeah. Great. Yeah. No, you just deal with your own stuff. Yeah, because that's always what's important. It's fine. I hope you figure it out.
Jim is now kind of held back a little bit from the group as he lets you all go forward. He kind of puts a hand on Miles to hold him for a sec as the rest of you keep walking. He motions with himself. Just go ahead. Miles, I didn't want to say anything because I didn't know if you wanted anyone else to know, but I just wanted to say one-on-one, just happy birthday.
Thanks.
I didn't want to bring it up for everybody because I know that it's also your brother's technically birthday, but I didn't.
Yeah. No, I appreciate that. Thanks, man. You're the only one that remembered.
No, I'm sure Caitlin remembers.
Oh, yeah.
She's probably just.
She's got a lot on her plate, like the thesis and everything, and she's
Yeah, I don't know about
overwhelmed.
that.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank
but
you.
you know, yeah.
Yeah. Listen, don't. I really appreciate you not bringing it up, and if you could continue doing that, because, I know that she'll get pissed off about it if you do bring it up. So
She'll get pissed off at you?
No, she'll get upset with herself and for me for not reminding her about it. She's really bad about birthdays, but I didn't want to bring it up.
Yeah, Miles,
Just don't bring it up. It's totally fine. We'll just act like it's a normal day. It's a special day anyway.
right.
You know?
Oh, well, I mean, it's part of why I wanted you here.
Thanks.
It's
man.
your special day, too.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
Your birthday's on the summer solstice this year.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Longest day of the year.
That's right.
Special.
Special. Thanks, man.
Puts his hand on your shoulder and gives it a squeeze. You'll be all right, Miles.
Thanks.
As he walks forward away from you again, he kind of runs up towards the front, and he kind of stops for just a moment to talk to Caitlin. He's out of earshot from you. You just immediately assume that he's doing exactly what you told him not to do. Hey,
Hey.
are you okay? You look like you didn't get much sleep last night.
Yeah. One of the sisters is really mad at me, I think. I saw her around my cabin, but
No.
Okay. No?
No, they were all in the cabin with me last night. That can't be true.
Even the red dress one?
Yeah, that's
There was someone outside my cabin last night and kept me awake.
China Berry was in the room.
Alright. Huh. Okay.
You must just be seeing things.
Yeah, the stress of this thesis is really... I want it to be really good. I want to be like... I just want it to impress my teacher, you know?
Yeah. Well, you'll get lots of good stuff. Just a minute. All right, come on. We're almost there. You make your way up to the top of the hill, and as you rise up this hill, you notice the sounds of the cicadas are just getting louder and louder and more intense as you walk, as if they are all just a part of this hill. And as you start to look around at the ground, you can see them flying out from underneath your footsteps. Every once in a while, you feel a slight crunch of one below. You start to notice the cloud of them in the air, like what you imagine a group of locusts might look like. They don't come close to you per se. It's not like a mosquito. They're not bothering you, but they're not bothered by you either. They just are. And they are plentiful.
Man, I don't like bugs.
And they're harmless, dude. They're just, just big. They don't bother you, though.
There's millions of them, dude. They're not harmless if they work together.
I've never been bitten by a cicada. It's fine. They're usually harmless.
Have you ever seen this many?
No, maybe in like documentaries or something like that, but
How do they all know where to be?
no, I think there's probably mating season. I don't know.
They're all fucking right now?
I don't fucking know, man. They're just here.
And now that our new guests have arrived, we may begin with today's proceedings. Open the hatch. You see as Chinaberry in her red dress walks forward into the middle of the circle. You now see that there is a metal hatch in the middle of this hill, in between the 5 trees. It's got a circular handle on it, and she bends over and begins to spin it. It's that kind of long spin that you can tell this has been shut for a long time. She goes to lift it, and as she tries to lift, many of her sisters come to help. It's too heavy for her, you see. And they lift this hatch up with a loud creak of old metal, rusted from all the moisture in the air and the rain throughout the seasons. And they all slowly step away and join back into the circle. And you hear the father's voice booming over the group. Y'all can come out. It's your time to rise.
What? Are there people in there?
Oh, man.
There's probably like cicadas, right?
Man,
Probably.
I don't got a
I'd
good
be
feeling.
One by one.
I don't got a good feeling about this, man.
5 women start to crawl out of this hole. Their skin pale. They look like twigs. Like their bodies have had to resort to eating their own fat to survive. They struggle to climb this hole, but no one offers to help. They do the best that they can. They help each other, one by one. These 5 women, old, frail, brittle. They begin to stand in a circle around that hatch, much imitating that of the trees. They hold each other's hands and they begin to walk in a circle, chanting to themselves as they go. You now realize that this entire commune around you has all joined hands and slowly moves in a circle on the outside ring around the trees, but in the opposite direction. As you 4 are just kind of left off into the back to watch.
Should we help them?
Oh, I don't know, dude.
The circle in the middle stops. They're perfectly aligned with the 5 trees. Without turning to face them, they walk backwards. 1 step, 2 step, 3. They take their arms behind them, and they grab the tree and squeeze, hugging their backs against it. They all dip their heads to the ground, and they begin chanting to themselves once again. The circle on the outside then stops. Their ranks break as James removes himself from the circle, and the 2 women on either side continue to grasp their hands as he walks forward to the middle. He closes the hatch, spins it to the right. As the nymphs have now climbed from their holes, much as the cicada, they will now climb the trees. They will give themselves as they have promised to do. And we will now pray. And the entire group all get down on their knees.
Am I close to Jim?
He's close enough.
I lean over to him and I'm like, what does he mean by give themselves? Shh. Why is he?
Shh. Shh.
What does he mean?
And the rest of them begin to chant again to themselves as they're on their knees praying, except for the 5 women who had been hugging the trees. They now lift their heads and turn each one. As everyone stops and stands, the 5 women begin to climb. Everyone watches silently as they climb these old, tall, dead trees.
How high are they gonna go?
I don't know, man.
They keep going,
How are they able to do that? But such frail
now
bodies.
rising up to
A
50
safety
feet
hazard.
high. And then you watch as one of the old women loses her grip As if in slow motion, you watch as her left hand slips and the branch breaks. And she begins to fall backwards.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Oh
whoa,
my
whoa, whoa.
fucking God!
Oh, shit!
As she goes to grab the branch just to her back, you hear it snap as her back bends around the branch
Oh,
below.
fuck.
And then her body rubber bands her legs over the front, throwing her into another and another. As one of the broken branches impales her stomach, leaving a deep rip, an intestine hanging on the tree as her body falls to a loud thud on the ground. The others do not stop. They continue to climb.
We gotta
Oh
fucking
my
tell them
God.
to stop climbing. This shit isn't safe.
Jim
Why are you letting them
turns.
go?
Shh. Stop.
This isn't
Stop.
fucking safe.
Jim, that girl's fucking dead.
Stop.
And they're still
Do you
going.
see what the fuck is happening right now?
Everyone in the group stops and turns to look at you all.
You're just gonna fucking let this happen? That girl
We are
just fucking
4
fell from the
people
tree.
in a commune. We don't have the upper hand here. Stop.
You're not upset by this.
No.
Jim walks forward with his arms out, kind of bringing you all together. Are you gonna be quiet, or do you need to go back to the camp?
I'll be fine. I'll be fine.
As he says this, you can hear the gurgling from the old woman as she's choking on her own blood. You're sure that she's dead. There's nothing that can really be done for her. But she's not going quickly. It's slow. And no one in the group seems to be responding.
I gotta help her.
The first one reaches the top of the tree where she stops. And everyone grasps their hands. And they all begin to breathe loudly in this circle. You never knew breath could be so loud. But when it's a circle of 38 to 40 people all doing it at once, it fills the air. And then as another reaches the top of this tree, they loudly, and then another, and then again and again, as the rhythm and pace increases and increases quicker and quicker and quicker until it stops. And the 4 women remaining stay at the top of those trees. And everyone in the circle breaks. And while their hands are still clasped, walk past you, murmuring, praying, as they make their way back down the hill. Jim, come on, let's go, just...
The lady's still impaled over there.
You need to call an ambulance.
No.
How are we gonna call an ambulance,
I'm
man?
sure they could figure it out. Air evac.
This is what she wanted, okay? Just like the others.
What?
You realize as he says that, the 4 at the top are not climbing back down. They remain there. I need each of you to roll for me to see if you keep your shit.
You should go first.
Here, you go first.
Ooh.
So
I got 1 0 6s.
Miles, you can roll 4 die, or you can re-roll that 1 by burning. It's your call.
I will roll 4.
All right, Miles, you do what you have to do.
Do we have to re-roll all 4? If we have 4 in our pool?
He could only roll 2 if he wants, but if he fails, I will not let him
Right.
then roll 2 again.
Still failed. No ones.
No 1s and no 6s?
No 1s and no 6s.
Well, there's no point in the rest of you even rolling,
Shit.
because it's kind of been decided for you.
fuck, I had a.
Miles cannot take this moment, as he still hears the woman gurgling, the blood pooling up in her throat.
I can't
He
fucking
realizes
be here.
now that the other 4 women up in that tree, they're not coming down. Not until they fall.
They're gonna fucking jump!
Let's go.
They're gonna fucking jump!
Don't look.
Don't jump! We have to do something! We cannot fucking sit here! We have to help them!
I'm too fucking high, man. I can't fucking help right now.
And on that moment, as you say they're gonna jump, we can't. We have to fucking help them. One of the women at the top of the tree praying slips.
Shit.
As she falls forward, branch to branch to branch to rock on the ground.
No!
No, we got to get him back down to the camp. We have. Come on,
Also,
we got to get him back.
Ollie,
down.
You gotta get the
No, come on.
two dead.
No,
Ollie,
that's
Ollie, help me.
All right,
we gotta get you.
Miles, we gotta go. Come on.
Come on. As the group grabs Miles and starts to take him down the hill, 3 women remain in the top of those trees. You can see as you walk down from the highest perch they can get, they're just praying. And they remain there in the sun.
Why is nobody doing anything? Why is nobody fucking doing anything?
And
Why
another
are people
candle
letting
goes
this
out.
happen?
And we begin chapter 3. As our group find themselves back down at the camp, they have some new truths that are discovered that will dictate their personalities moving forward. And there were a lot of truths from that last one that did not have a chance to reveal themselves. You can see now how things start to escalate, and you might have to start getting through them. Truth number 1. Caitlin could swear she cleaned up all the blood from the boar kill, but she keeps finding more blood on her arms, even though she can't find any open wounds. Truth number 2. Caitlin could swear the woman in the red dress keeps giving her lingering looks, and she wonders if she's mirroring her own thoughts. Truth number 3. Anthony ships Miles and Ollie over Caitlin and Miles. That's a fucking truth, I guess. Truth number 4.
How would I know?
Yeah, you don't even fucking know right now. So we'll say when it gets revealed, that's how you would feel about it.
Okay.
It makes more sense to you than the opposing situation.
Right.
Ollie's mother disappeared 20 years ago. Why did she leave?
Damn it.
Did she not love him? Is he unlovable? Will he ever be able to fill the hole she left in his life? He certainly tries. Now, at the loss of the next candle, that will be it for this episode, but I will let you know that next Tuesday we will be finishing this story. But we got to hit our goal tonight to give these away. I do not know how far we are from hitting it, but I would like for us to do so. Did we? I don't even know. Oh, we did. Okay, well, we'll be doing that giveaway. So, shall we begin? All of you are down at the campfire, the unlit one, comforting Miles as the panic attack has gotten quite intense. Jim has brought over some tea for him. Come here. Miles, just here, drink this.
I don't want any fucking tea, dude.
It'll
Just
help.
drink the tea.
It'll help. It'll help calm you down, clear you out.
I'm rubbing Miles' back.
I'm rubbing
it's all
his
good,
back
man.
too.
It's all good.
Why didn't anybody do anything? Why do people just let this shit happen?
That's they signed up for it. You see, it's their choice. No one's forcing them.
They're choosing to die. That's not a good way to get into heaven. I got you.
Fucking no, Ollie.
It's not that simple. The women who climb the tree, they're like the cicada. They've been living in that hole for the last 17 years.
What the fuck?
What?
When they became of no longer childbearing age, they chose to live in that solitude to be revealed as of today?
Because the father told them that's what they should do?
Because tradition told them that's what to do. And whoever is the last one standing in that tree will be celebrated. They will shed themselves of all of the sins that have come in the past and will be born anew.
You don't believe that, do you?
I do.
Jim, that's messed up.
To you. I was young the last time this happened, and it's just a way of our life. Many different cultures throughout the world have things that they do that we may think are strange. But what are the things there's so many things you do that I would find quite uncomfortable, strange, and
We don't fucking starve and kill people. We don't just let people fucking die, dude. What are you talking about?
is it not the choice of the family when someone gets to the end of their life, whether or not they'd like to keep them alive by a machine, or whether or not they chose not to let you do so, to end that life?
They choose to be in that pit?
They did. That was their choice.
Why do they believe that they should do that?
Because that's our belief.
Who's making that belief?
It's a belief that has been handed down to us.
From a great-grandpa, dude. That's not that old. Your tradition doesn't have to live.
The tradition is what keeps this community.
You don't think people 100
thriving.
years ago were dumb as fuck? Because they were. You've been to college, dude.
And I've learned many things about other cultures that you might find unsightly. Have we not all in our classes heard of these things?
Yeah, they happened like 1,000 years ago.
Oh, bullshit.
Sacrifice?
It's not a sacrifice.
Seems like a sacrifice.
It is not a sacrifice.
What happens to the last one?
They're celebrated.
How?
They are shed of their sins, and the new cicada king will crown them as their rebirth.
And then what?
What do you mean, then what?
They're just given a crown and just... that's it?
Look, you asked to come here and to do research. Are you not getting what you wanted?
No, we're getting a lot.
Yeah, we are. Yeah.
You could have warned us, though. What other fucked up shit is gonna happen?
Look, I'm sorry. I know that you've been through a lot. You weren't originally supposed to be here, but I do believe this will be good for you, Miles. I see that there are people that believe in things bigger than themselves. That you're not alone in this universe. You don't have to go through this pain and this hurt by yourself. We as a community, we share this hurt. We miss our mothers. We've missed them for 17 years. And we will celebrate them. And what gift they have given us. The cycle continues.
So another 5 are going to go in the hatch at the end of this celebration?
Yeah.
What if 5 don't want to? What if only 4 do?
Who are they?
My sisters.
But you said when they lose their childbearing years, they go in. Your sisters are young.
They are all already mothers.
What? How old are they?
So they
I
already
feel like you're judging my family right now.
they already all know they're going in the hatch at the end of this weekend.
Yes. Pine, oak, hickory, maple, chinaberry.
Are the names like a sick joke?
That is their names. Did you all come here to learn or judge?
I've learned plenty, man. I think I got enough. I'm ready to hit the road.
Fine.
I'm sorry. I know that it's tradition. It's just a lot, you know? You can see why we're freaking out a little bit, right?
I can.
And I know
But
that
do you
it's
see
tradition.
anyone here being held against their will? Do you see anyone running, asking to be saved? Was I forced to get on that plane and come back? It was my choice. Just as it was theirs and just as it is my sister's. We chose this life.
Do you have the car keys?
They're back in my cabin.
All right. We'll have lunch or whatever, and then I'll just go wait in the car. I'll just stay there tonight.
Fine.
No offense, like, whatever you guys got to do, but you know I'm not here for anything but a good time, and I'm kind of anxious right now.
Uh-huh.
I don't like seeing people die. I've never done that before.
Yeah. Okay. I get it.
See, you sound offended.
You all wanted to come here.
You didn't tell me people were going to die in front of me. You knew that would happen.
You know how many people die around you every day in Los Angeles?
I don't
And you
have to
just don't
see it.
even know. Exactly.
I don't have to see it.
And how much more tragic is that? Every death here, every birth is celebrated, is felt, is mourned. Joy is spread. You live in a cesspool of unfamiliarity. The amount of people around you that drop dead. I've seen homeless people on the streets of Los Angeles get walked over as they struggle for their last breath. Where do you cry for them?
Oh, I do. I give them quarters and stuff.
Yeah.
I say good luck. I feel bad for them. I feel bad for people dying too, and I don't want to see it. Is that wrong?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, they celebrate deaths here. I mean, how often do we see it on the news, on Twitter or whatever, of just people dying and we just keep scrolling? Whereas here,
Every life has a purpose. Every life matters.
yeah.
When I leave and I go out into the world, what I see is people wandering around aimlessly without purpose. Like you, Ollie.
You think I don't have a purpose?
I think you don't know what your purpose is. But every person here has one, and they feel it, and they love it, and they are loved for it. And just because you don't know what it feels like to be loved doesn't mean you have to judge us for it.
Ever since my mom, I haven't seen my mom, okay?
Yeah, I know.
I don't know what that's like. This whole family shit, it's weird to me. People like hugging you and shit. I don't need that. It stresses me out.
Look, I'm sorry, Ollie.
No, it's fine. I would prefer to go wait in the car if that's okay with everyone.
Yeah, the keys are in my bunk. Go for it.
I'm gonna go grab the keys.
I run after him.
Well, he's going to try.
Do I still have -2 on these dice? From the...
Let me see your eyes.
I'm fine,
You
dude.
do. So you'll roll then.
6 dice.
Indeed you will. See if you find the keys.
1 success, 1-1.
Ollie, you have 2 tokens available, or you could burn to reroll if you'd like to save those tokens.
I'll use a token. 6.
So you start making your way towards the general direction of where he pointed to where his bunk was. As you walk in and you start searching around, Miles comes in behind you.
You don't have to go, dude.
Dude, I have to get out of here.
No, just stay.
I know you want to leave too. Let's
Yeah,
go. Me and you.
We can't do that.
Why?
You know why we can't do that. I can't leave Caitlin here
Dude,
alone.
fuck Caitlin.
I can't leave her here.
You hate Caitlin as much as I hate Caitlin. I know you do.
Look,
Me and you, let's get out of here. We can just wait in the car. We don't have to leave our friends.
just stay here for me. It's gonna be more complicated trying to leave. Then they're gonna suspect shit. They're gonna get all offended. It's just gonna start more shit. Just stay. It's only for the rest of the night. We'll leave tomorrow morning.
If we see anything else like that, I'm out of here, dude.
It's okay. I'm here for you.
What have you guys been talking about?
Me and Caitlin?
Yeah. Do you think she knows?
I don't think she knows.
Why are you guys fighting so much?
Just...
Like you just lost your brother.
Yeah, she's got more important shit to deal with, apparently.
That's fucked up. You know that's fucked up.
I know it's fucked up, but she's got a lot on her plate, you know?
She should be better to you.
I put a lot on her. I feel really bad.
You always do that, right there. Right there. Where you blame yourself for the shitty stuff she does.
I just don't want to be a burden, you know?
You're not.
I can figure it out, you know? I will figure it out. And I don't need to drag people along with me.
A sound from the corner of the room in a shadow
What the
surprises you.
Hello?
As you look over, you see a figure of an individual sitting in a rocking chair.
Who's that?
Hello?
I walk closer.
As you walk closer and your eyes adjust to the shadow, you see the misshapen face of a young boy,
Holy shit.
Oh my...
deformed, as if it's sinking into its neck.
Buddy, are you okay?
Can you move anything? Can you move your fingers? Okay. Give me a 1 if you're okay. And a 2 if you need help. Oh my god. Dude, we gotta help him. We gotta help.
What do we do?
Who do we go
Can't,
to?
like, call anybody.
Should we tell Jim? What should we do?
Yeah, I guess let's
Do
tell
you-
Jim. Jim hasn't been here in a while.
Do you know Jim? 1 for yes, 2 for no? Should we get Jim? Why shouldn't we get Jim?
Who should we get? Wait, fuck, how do I ask? What do I ask?
Should we ask the... We shouldn't go to the father, should we?
No. If don't get Jim, then probably don't get father.
Should we get one of the sisters?
Do you want to get out of here? Fuck, dude, I'm still kind of high. Is this a trap?
I don't know. How the hell are we gonna get this kid out of here?
I don't know. Yeah, it's like a 2-mile hike. Can you walk? Fuck, dude, I don't remember which was which.
God. 2 is no.
2 is
dude.
no?
Concentrate. Jesus Christ. Okay, so we gotta fucking carry him out of here. There's
I need
no
both
way.
of you to roll for me right now.
1 success.
2 successes.
Two successes.
1 success, 1-1.
And you only rolled those 6 die, correct? 1 success and 1-1.
I'll use that other token if I have it.
Indeed you do, Ollie.
It's a 5. So we're good.
It's a 5.
Yeah.
The two of you hear a creak at the door. As you turn, you see Jim in the doorway. Oh! Did you find the keys?
Oh, we found this kid.
Right. That's Jeremy.
What's up with Jeremy?
Well, he was born that way.
He seems like he's in pain.
He's fine. Yeah, it's just his... It's just the way it is.
There's nothing you can do?
No. It's just... He's one of God's children.
Why is he like that? I mean, like that.
Inbreeding.
What the? You do that here?
We don't... It is not allowed and it is forbidden.
Well,
But from time
apparently
to
it's
time it
not.
happens. And the family does not believe in abortion, so...
Oh my god. I did not want to see this either. But I'm gonna stick it out through the night. I'll stay.
Good.
I didn't mean to offend or anything. No
Good.
offense. Means you're not allowed to be offended. It's just new to me. I'm from Oceanside.
Yeah. Look, I'm glad you're staying. Just... We should probably get everyone else together away from the fire if you don't want to see anything that might upset you.
All right.
We're about to send our final goodbyes to our mothers that just passed.
Yeah, I don't want to see that.
Right.
I'll go.
Okay, Miles. Come
It'd
on.
be nice to send him off.
Yeah.
It's done in a humane way, right? It's just like cremation kind of deal.
Yeah.
Nothing fucked up.
We burn them.
Yeah. I'll go.
Okay. Jim takes Miles outside, leaving Ollie behind. Ollie can see Anthony and Caitlin walking in that general direction, so he hangs back with them as Jim and Miles push on forward, going towards the fire where you once were. And because it's the end of the show, I'm going to go ahead and take a candle from you.
No. No.
And the bodies are pulled down from the mountain, the hill. They're pulled down on a gurney, carried by the sisters. And they're placed one by one over that fire. And the whole commune prays. And Miles bends down on his knees and joins them. And that is where we will end tonight's installment of the Midsommar TTRPG using the 10 candle system. And you can join us next Tuesday night at 6 p.m. where we will continue the story and hope to fucking God actually finish it.
Is it a Wednesday? Is it a Wednesday?
It's next Tuesday.
Next
I told
Tuesday.
you that.
Okay.
Thank you guys so much for watching. That's it. I have nothing else to say.
Bye.